10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, I am live.
Welcome.
I guess we should wait for Schroeder to go live.
No, you don't. No, I was just kidding. What are you guys doing?
Oh.
Hold on, don't go live.
Oh my God, are you fucking joking right now?
I'm not live.
Jesus
I'm not live, but you guys
Christ.
don't have to wait for me.
Go poop. Quick.
He's pooping?
Probably.
You gotta take care of your bowels. You only got one set of them.
No, you don't. Live life to the fullest.
That's true. I just want to get some music going.
Okay, I'm back. Ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready? Ready and
Ready, Freddy.
and willing?
Ready, Freddy?
Are you live, Schroeder?
Nope. Why? Should I be?
Oh, say you're not live.
Yeah.
Say penis.
Penis.
Penis?
Everyone's live, say
Unmute.
penis.
Go.
Penis?
Everyone who's live, say
And-
penis. Penis.
Penis.
The penis. The penis.
The penis.
Hey, Peter, I got the penis. All right. Hello,
All right.
everybody.
Live.
What's going on, everybody? How's your
Welcome.
Sundays?
Everybody, the Level Unlock podcast. Welcome on this beautiful Sunday, like Jeff just said. That's how
It is a
we
beautiful Sunday.
begin our intros. For those who are new to this,
I'm
penis
sorry.
titties
I'm
and-
sorry. Hold on. I love how Schroeder. How long have you been in this call? Like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and you didn't notice something. You didn't Do you notice anything different about the
I
call?
wonder if he thinks it's Nate James.
I do. Who is that?
I'm Joseph. Hey, what's up?
Hi, Joe.
How's it going?
What's up, bro?
Not much.
I just realized. I was like, I wonder if he thinks it's Nate James.
I just
did
love
for a
how
second
it's just like you're just like not. It's just completely nonchalantly, just like going about your day, going about your business. Not like who the fuck is this?
Yeah, I trust you guys, though.
James just found me on the street.
Yeah, I just found him. I mean,
honestly.
look at that beard. I mean, he's got that homeless beard. going on.
Honestly, I was in the mountains for a few months. Came back.
He was.
Really?
You should have
What
seen
were
the
you doing up
stories.
Teaching Spanish in the mountains. It's natural.
Huh.
Were you really though?
Well, yeah, in Colorado, I taught
Oh,
a
nice.
This
collegiate
motherfucker
Spanish
is.
class.
Yeah, this motherfucker's completely fluent in Spanish.
Yeah, I remember
like
when I
it.
used to be fluent in Spanish. Now I don't know any of it.
right.
Yeah.
I haven't used it in like 6 months now, and it's like going faded.
I've
Yeah,
never
that-
actually learned Spanish.
That's what happened with my my wife. She took 5 years of French,
Bonjour.
I don't know.
and
Ça
now
va?
she doesn't like remember.
Yeah, oui,
any
ça
of
va.
it.
Ah, oui,
Et
ça
vous?
va. S'il vous plaît.
Like if you
French
she were to
toast.
sit and listen, she might like remember some of the phrases and stuff. But past that,
Yeah,
nothing.
it's
Well,
not like
anyways-
riding a bike. Language is
No.
not like riding a bike.
No matter what they
Honest to
say.
God. Anywho, it's a wild start to this podcast, like it normally is.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for coming along the journey with us. 28 episodes strong.
Mm-hmm.
375 people have listened, watched, or loved. Actually, probably over that if you include the people who have watched this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We probably have more.
Probably close to about the 400 range. So thank you anyway. Thank you everybody. Once again, welcome. Level Unlock Podcast, episode 28. I am
Ye-
Jeremy, Captain Geach, Captain_Geach15 on all forms of social media. Kind of have a little square here today, which is weird because usually it's. I don't ever recall. us
I don't
being
think we've
square.
ever had 4 people.
Yeah, it's usually always more, right? When Nate James and stuff is
It's
on,
like
so
5.
kinda
Yeah, it's always
spreads
like
it out.
mostly like pretty much all the time 5.
So above myself, for those who are watching me, I got Mr. Jeffrey Splash Screen Gaming. He came out of hibernation, so
He's not
with us.
dead.
He's not dead. He's alive, everybody.
I'm trying so hard to stay alive, but I'm freaking falling off of hills and falling asleep on trains and
Every week, it's
And-
like, oh man, is this the week?
it's
Is
not
this the
supposed
week
to be
that-
every week. I mean, I can understand every couple weeks or every once in a while or maybe 2 weeks in a row, but like, bro,
Bruh.
bro.
That deserves a bra sound effect number 2 right there.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Next to him is the one and only People I Hate Studios, Mr. James. People I Hate 10 on Twitch. And then below him, or next to me. You want to do it?
It's not People A10 on Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitter. Sorry.
He said he wasn't doing that anymore because
Twitter.
of what happened last time.
Yeah, but after the incident.
After the
Yeah, after the
incident.
incident.
The incident.
After what happened.
I didn't say I wasn't going to do it. Oh,
You guys,
yeah. Can I introduce my guest, please?
Yeah, go ahead. And then today we have a special guest, Mr. James. Go ahead with the intros.
So this is a good buddy of mine, Joseph. You may know him from some of my YouTube stuff from many eons ago.
True. That was quite some time ago.
That was quite some time ago. All right, now Joseph, you talk.
Tell us
How's
about
that?
yourself. What's up, man? How you been? What's going on? Give us a little background. Where do you stream? What do you like playing? What do you like doing?
your handle.
I stream on Twitch. I think it's under Crawfish Gamer because it was made a while ago, even though my username on most things is basic with like an @ sign these days.
That's
But
very
I was trying to
basic.
figure I was trying to figure out the last time I streamed on Twitch, and it was when I was in Colorado. So it was like November? It's been a while. But I play a lot of Counter-Strike, Rainbow Six, mostly tactical FPS shooters for fun. Got like 100 games on my dashboard, but I never actually get to playing them. Recently, I've played Dauntless. That's something out of the FPS realm that I was actually playing and enjoying for a little while.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun one.
What's Dauntless again?
Dauntless is
Monster Hunter. But
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. The
yeah,
free-to-play
Monster Hunter, but
okay.
free and on Epic, so it's all about the skins and things like that.
I'm sorry you have to
Yeah.
deal with the Epic Game Store.
Yeah, the one time I just opened my menu and clicked the store to see if they had it, my game froze. So I was like, all right, this seems real.
That sounds like an
So,
Epic Game
yeah.
Store experience.
Yeah.
See, I'll
really
stick
looking
to my
for-
Monster Hunter.
I want Monster Hunter, but broke grad student. I ain't got the money for that.
Oh yeah. Yep, I agree. But you said earlier you're going. Are you almost finished with your masters, or are you starting your masters?
So when I moved to Colorado, I actually got a full ride to a 100K 2-year program. But due to some health things, I came back home to a master's in business administration instead of a master's in Spanish. And I'm like 4-ish months off of graduating in a year instead of like 2 years. So yeah.
Nice. What do you want to do? Like, what's your like for the future wise? With the business degree and everything.
Ideally, with my love of esports, I would like to get into an esports organization. But, not entirely sure how that's going to work out.
I will talk to me after the podcast.
Will do.
Talk to me after the podcast. I might know someone.
I also, for a while when I was in college, I worked a marketing internship for a video game company in Barcelona.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Nice.
And yeah, so anything dealing with video games really until I have to have my dreams crushed and end up doing something real. That's my hopes for now. I love Team Liquid. They're my favorite team, Cloud9. Gotta love the NA teams. So if I had the chance to work for an organization, that's the ideal goal.
Do companies like that? I never knew. Is there like an actual building structure that they all kind of go to and like, for
Possibly.
the meetings and stuff?
I know Team Liquid has like an Alienware training facility because that's who they're sponsored by, and I know that's like a big building where I think a lot of them go. But then they all have like, based on how many teams they have, they all have different houses and things like that. So the actual teams themselves are all over the place. But I think the organization is mainly out of probably that Alienware Center. Cloud9, I have no idea because they have teams in Asia, NA, that kind of thing. So I'm not really sure how their structure works.
It's pretty interesting. Oh, that's just going down,
pretty cool. Oh yeah. How long did you do the thing with the gaming studio? Gaming thing.
I think I met the owner of the company when I studied abroad in Madrid. So I roughly once I got home, I started doing that. I want to say it was like 6 months. But they had this game that was essentially For Honor before For Honor came out. But then because Ubisoft has obviously a lot more money, For Honor was just like bigger than it, so then no one played it kind of deal, which kind of sucks because I had fun with the game. But
I was gonna say, because weren't you trying to get us like a build of it so we could do a video on it?
I was indeed.
And they never got
But
back to you?
Yeah, because that was like post me doing the marketing thing, and then with For Honor coming out, they didn't really have the money to sponsor a bunch of people to play the game kind of thing. Because when I was there, I was like, YouTube and Twitch are so big. Like, if you want your game to be seen by a lot of people, try going with this. And then they just lost their budget, basically, because of everything they had to try to change their game so people didn't think it was just like a knockoff For Honor kind of deal.
Yeah.
Hey, James, you're going to have to upload the podcast. I just realized I had no audio coming through, which is weird. You guys can hear me, but Twitch, there was no, not Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. There was no audio coming through, and I think it was
I hate it when that happens.
the mixer system that I just got. If you see Schroeder, I got my new chair, and then
Yeah, that's a pretty chair,
Look at you
bro.
all fancy with your chairs.
Check this one, Unicorns of Love, right there.
Oh, it's fucking sick. I love that. That's epic. I got a new mic system that Nicole got me for my birthday, with like an amp and everything like that, and messing with it. Somehow I had no audio going to Twitch, so you have to upload the podcast, James.
All right, I will.
I'm super glad you got a new audio setup because you do sound pretty good.
So, but anyways, let's talk about our weeks.
Yeah, let's go on weeks.
I know Joseph, you kind of already did, for the most part. How about you, James? How's everything going on your end?
All right, yeah, I think Walker, you should go last because of your eventful week. So, as you all know, I kind of took a break from streaming because I spent that 10 hours that one day playing Judgment and beating it. And now I am to spend my free time. I spent my free time playing another Yakuza game, now trying to 100% them. So, that's fucking grand. Really, that's been my week, is just playing Yakuza. I've been trying to platinum. I'm going now to trying to platinum every single Yakuza game out there, because why not? I have no life.
And you're a grown-up, so you can do whatever you want.
I pay my taxes. I can pay my taxes. Yeah. I do whatever I want. I did.
I want to eat cookies for dinner. I will, for Christ's sake.
Exactly. You know,
it's
my God-given right now. Actually, I did that one day. So I got this in the mail, like, just recently.
Everything's broke.
So I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, he never opened it yet.
I haven't opened it.
Mystery package being revealed right now live on stream.
Fuck! I ordered this yesterday.
For those who listening to the audio-only version, James is opening his mystery Amazon package.
Damn, Amazon's great. I got this. I ordered this yesterday.
Drum roll.
It's a PS2 to HDMI cable converter.
Nice.
So I can now finally, like, realistically play my PS2 games off my Japanese PS2. Yeah, exactly. I did find out what I'm going to review next. The next game I'm going to review. Because in honor of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5, Ento Oreo, Golden Wind ending, I'm going to play the game that I bought my PS2 for. So, get ready for that. I'm going to put this $300 to good use. That's really it for games. I have been watching a lot of anime this week. I don't think I'll go into full, like, anime corner in-depth level of, like, it. Because, well, one's JoJo. And I know the people have been clamoring for it. One of these days, I'm going to do a full video on my thoughts on JoJo. But finished Part 5. Part 5 was pretty good. Takes place in Italy, so it hits close to home. One of the characters' name is Guido Mista, so, of course, I gotta love it. The ending, though, the main baddie, Diavolo, got it so fucking hard. Like, this was the most anti-hero thing a hero could have done. Ever. So, instead of just being like, boom, you're dead, he's like, boom, you're dead, but you're actually fine. And then Diavolo, he's like, oh man, I'm almost dead. So he crawls into a sewer. And in the sewer, there's like a homeless guy that's like, don't you touch my coat. You're going to take my coat. Don't take my coat. And then he stabs him in the kidneys. Stabs Diavolo in the kidneys. And he's like, this isn't how I should die. I am the godfather of the Passiones. Please, no. And then he dies. And then he wakes up on an operating table. And it's like, I'm alive? What the hell? And then this lady comes in. And it's like, oh, I'm about to start the autopsy. And so he's like, what the fuck? What's going on? Lady, no, I'm not dead. I'm alive. See? I'm alive. And then he tries to move and he's like, I can't move. She can't hear me. And then she starts cutting him open. And he's like, oh God, it hurts so bad. Stop, please. And then he passes out and wakes back up. And he's like, what the fuck? And then, so...
I think that's a pretty legitimate response.
Yeah. And then so he dies again. And so...
All that tie-in.
So, everyone... Flash back to reality. They're like, Giorno, the main character, everyone's like, Giorno, we gotta go find Diavolo. We gotta make sure he's dead. And Giorno's like, nah, fam, he's done. He's not dead, but he's not gonna bother us anymore. This motherfucker's stand ability is he can just make you die over and over and over and over and over again for eternity.
That's what work feels like sometimes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just dying over and over and over again, and it never stops.
It was like the most brutal thing ever, and I'm like, dang. Yeah, so that ending was pretty good. It was fine. A lot of people were complaining about it. I didn't mind it too much. Then I watched this anime called Fruits Basket. It is about this one girl that's living in a house with a bunch of guys, and there's so much sexual tension going on. It's unreal. Like, I'm always like
TV type shit.
I'm like, but here's the thing.
Or something.
But here's the thing. Instead of the girl being like, "Come at me, boys," she's like, "Oh, hey guys, what's up? I'm not, you guys, what? I don't, I mean, she's like so fucking ditzy. It's adorable. I love it. But here's the plot twist. All the guys in this house are a part of the zodiac sign. They were born under the zodiac. So, whenever someone of the opposite sex that isn't a part of their clan hugs them, they turn into their zodiac signs. Boom! Hilarity ensues.
Ha!
Got him.
Got
the
him.
benefit of being a Sagittarian. I would much rather be a Sagittarian than some character from Beauty and the Beast. That's a shout out to all the Libras out there.
Yeah.
But
so that was a thing. That was pretty good.
that's interesting and weird.
It's a good show. It's still going on. I'm gonna watch it. I like it. I enjoy it.
Noise.
I'm trying to think if anything else interesting happened. If I did literally anything. I tried to work on thumbnails and failed miserably. There we go. I tried working on YouTube thumbnails. Jeff, you wanna go?
Yeah, I had a super duper eventful week. I fell asleep in a subway, in a train, and woke up on the whole other side of the country. I mean, the state.
Nice.
Not really. Listen, this has been a busy week. You guys know that I'm a little bit of a geek for the Pokemon Go.
Did you get your Gardevoir?
I did. I didn't get a shiny though. I haven't got a shiny. We're going out tomorrow to hunt down the elusive shiny Rayquaza or whatever the hell it's called, lizard thing.
Rayquaza?
Yeah, Rayquaza.
Joseph, how is it pronounced?
I don't know, Rayquaza.
Come on, man,
Well,
you're
yeah.
the
I always say
Pokemon master here.
Rayquaza, but I don't
Yeah,
think it's right.
Right. Our one buddy got a shiny pretty much his second raid. But we've been doing that. There's a lot actually going on in that little world as far as like in the Pokemon Go world. God damn, I can't believe I'm saying these words. I'm the Pokemon Go guy now. What the fuck? I don't know. Anyways, but I got all kinds of news on that if we want to talk about that later. But
Sure.
Aside from that, Community Day was pretty awesome. That was yesterday. It was they were called Ralts, RALTS, I think. And I had to work. Community Day runs from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, where basically one kind of rare Pokemon will appear over and over and over again all over the place. And this one, when it's fully evolved, is actually a super powerful psychic. And yeah, I had to work, so I gave my phone to my girlfriend, and she's got a broken hip like some old lady. She's hobbling around all over the place trying to catch Pokemon for everybody, and her son's grounded from the tablet because he had a bread day instead of a green day, and everybody wants a green day, not a bread day.
I mean, Green Day is pretty great.
Yeah, exactly, and this kid got a red day for being bad at school, so she's walking around with 3 tablets, hobbling around looking like a penguin from, Batman 1.
Danny DeVito?
So that was that.
Your girlfriend's
then,
Danny DeVito?
Just when she's walking around
That's
with
I'm so
awesome.
jealous.
3 tablets, a book
Goals.
bag, hobbling around with a busted leg, hobbling around in the park. She's actually at home resting because her leg's all hurt. So, other than that, I've actually been watching a little bit of anime this week. I watched most of the first season of My Hero Academia. That was pretty awesome.
What did you think of it?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good so far. And then we started
Who's
watching...
your favorite character?
I don't think I have a favorite one yet.
Anything
Yeah,
but
not really.
anything but Todoroki, you're wrong.
I don't know names.
Because he's great. The dude that's me and my one buddy call him Icy Hot because he's the half fire, half ice.
Oh yeah, that dude is cool. That's a neat character.
I love the frog girl just because she's
Froppy?
weird.
Are
Yeah.
you
kinda
in the
weird,
Are
yeah,
you in the
she's cool.
camp of Froppy as best girl?
Dude, she's just kind of weird, and I dig it.
Right. And then we started watching One Punch Man again.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. But other than that, work has sucked because we're still in that
Work?
phase where we're in this phase right now where we just rolled out with this program and
GSX
gives us,
baby.
it gives us like 1,000 extra things to do, and eventually we'll get labor for those extra things. But right now, we're in that window where it's like
Do you
You
want
have
to
to-
die yet?
you have to show us how much labor you need.
Yeah.
So we're all working our asses off to try to keep up with flow. Even the manager's been working precinct, freaking trying to get things done. So it's been a pretty crazy week. Other than that, I think this is the first time I've been in my apartment in like 3 or 4 days. That's the truth,
Okay,
though.
bye.
Yeah, I have not been home in a while, so I'm happy to kind of be sitting in my chair, sort of.
Zen out.
No, because as soon as I got home, I'm freaking throwing things around. and
Oh yeah, sure. It's like fuck. I
getting
got a
ready
goddamn
for-
podcast
I
to
got
get
the
on to
show.
now.
I know. I was sitting at home. Yeah, I was sitting over at my girlfriend's place, trading Pokemon with her. Like, cause I'm trying to get that shiny, bro. I already got one. I got like 3 shinies, or not shinies, but luckies. So
Fucking love it. I love it.
it's a fun time.
Oh yeah.
That was my week in a nutshell. I had one day
Good shit.
at work where I got so mad I wanted to quit. I told my my sales manager that Like, this place isn't healthy for my heart. I'm pretty sure it's going to kill me. My hairline just keeps going further to the back of my head, and I blame you.
That's why I have no hair here anymore. This used to be full.
Yeah, I remember seeing the pictures.
Remember when we all used to have lion manes? Now we have.
I used to have
Not
Justin
manes.
Bieber hair. Okay, I could swish it off to the side. It was glorious. It was amazing. I dyed it blonde too.
This is my favorite thing to do in the world, in like the entire world, is just do this. Is just
I can't
run
do
my
that.
hands through
Enjoy
my
while
hair.
you can, young man.
Yeah, I can't
Enjoy
do
while
that.
you can. Mother Nature has no sympathy.
Yeah, no, it comes quick.
They need to hurry up and
Very
get this. You know, it blows me away. I mean, I think I've said this before. You know, it blows my mind that they've launched a goddamn car into outer space, can make little robots that can swim inside your body, are talking about going to goddamn Mars, and yet male pattern baldness is still a problem. Like,
Yep.
You need that Bosley solution, bro.
no.
Haven't
that's
you
not
seen the
a-
commercials?
Yeah, that's not. No. They
Get
need to
Bosley's
get
for
their
men.
priorities straight. And the other one is dentists. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Dentistry is the worst. As far as, like, how every other industry, every other science and medical technology has increased and moved forward with solutions like
Dentistry is
LASIK
still
eye surgery.
Dentistry is
And-
still shoving pointy objects
Metal
in your
Fucking
mouth.
metal
Yeah.
sticks in your mouth, making your face gush blood.
Mhm.
Ah, shut your mouth, bro. Oh, it's the worst, man. I hate it. I hate the idea of it, you know?
And you
Like-
come out if you gotta get a cavity, you're talking like this.
Elon, stop launching goddamn cars in outer space and figure out how, help
Did you-
science figure out how to make a cavity go away.
So speaking of science, real quick,
No.
did you guys hear about what Japan is doing?
Yeah,
No.
they're trying to make those love dolls more lifelike.
No, not that.
Oh, that's a good one though.
That is a
Never
good one.
mind, never mind.
And I think that's Korea too, by the way. So Japan
What are they doing?
is trying to like cross mate like humans and animals.
I saw that actually.
Crossbreed them.
What?
So motherfuckers, we're gonna get
For
cat
what?
girls.
I hear
For
the
cat
South has been
girls.
doing that for a long time though. Like they've been trying. The South has been doing that for a minute, and I haven't seen any goat dudes walking around. So
Yeah, but listen to this. We have
Is it
an
for the furries?
we have an
No, I'm talking
entire
about men who
fucking
sleep with-
country and Elon Musk both joining forces to make
What?
cat girls real.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no, I'm
they
saying I'm doing
edited
it.
the embryo, and
Yeah.
they just
Get
got
outta
legal
here.
permission to make the embryo actually
what?
human hybrid.
Yeah. Just give me my
I thought
fucking
that
cat
was just
girls
a
already,
DLC
dude.
in Final Fantasy. What the hell?
It's what's supposed to be, and now it's real.
Science fiction is still real. And again, look at this. They're making cat people, and yet male pattern baldness is still a problem. Get your goddamn priorities straight.
It's like, oh my god. Yes, I know you're making real life furries now, but it's just like,
No,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
it's Neko girls. It's different.
Neko
Because
girls?
furries are guys or like people that dress up as animals. This is an actual like human cat hybrid. Like
Now,
it's
are
got
they going to be like the size of humans? Or
It's-
are they gonna
it-
be
no,
like
it's the size of
humans
humans.
cats?
it's the size of humans. They got cute little pointy ears. They go yeah, and then they have like tails and shit. Like it's like
Wait,
great.
can they still speak?
Yeah, they can.
Regular, or
Yeah,
do
they
just
still
meow?
speak.
Outta here.
They
This
still
is a-
speak.
This is a fucking
They
hentai
still
character.
speak. No, I mean yes, but they still speak
that what it
English
is?
or whatever their dialect is. But like all it is just they have like the ears, they have the tail. It's like you're at some fucking emo convention, but just in real life. It's like you're at
Do
a
they have
rave,
fur?
but all
They
the
don't have
time.
fur?
No, they
They
don't
have
have any
fur.
fur. No, other than on their tails and ears.
I think I would want manly fur. Like, I would want to look like, what's a manly, like a Chuck Norris lion kitty. That's what
There
I
you
would be. Mark, that's the goal at least. Science things come first. In reference to what, my brother? That's the goal at least? Male
Pro-
pattern baldness? That should be the goal.
That should be the goal.
Scary part. Yeah. Never mind cancer research.
No, man. Priorities, dude. With
I'm just kidding. That's that. That's bad.
that, I was about to say something bad, but I'm not going to.
He says, and
That's
that's the
wild,
scary
though.
part. That is crazy,
Mhm.
man.
I read an
Gosh.
article like that, and I legit freaked the fuck out.
If you could be any type of animal, human hybrid, what would you be? James, go.
Oh fuck. The bear human.
Okay, Walker.
A gorilla.
Like
Joe.
Harambe?
I'm going chameleon.
There you go.
Alien.
Blend in. That's good.
Mhm.
I would be a Bob Ross.
It's not a fucking animal. Jeff,
Some people,
Jeff, that's
I've
not
heard
an
people
animal.
call him an animal when he's painting. He's like, I'm an animal, and he's throwing paints.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that was good.
Bob Ross is a good choice. My first choice was, you know that kid that takes that Making My Way Downtown
Walking
song?
fast, faces past
Right,
them,
and there's that guy
homebound.
and there's that guy that does the song, it's
And
Making
I
My Way
need
Through the
you.
Hood, sipping that yak.
Yep.
And I want
Yeah.
you.
But I thought that could be taken out of context, so I didn't choose that. These people take
Oh
shit out
my
of context for no reason.
Christ.
Oh hell yeah, they do.
Bob Ross or Chuck Norris, it's okay, but otherwise, they got a green light for animal-human hybrids. Yes, Chi, they got an animal. They already got the green light on the animal-human hybrids. She says good luck on that. Right.
Yeah, that's some intense
Good luck
shit.
on
I
that.
can dream, damn it.
They probably already had the embryo. They just needed the permission to say they had it.
They're just like, we have this perfectly
I know.
good human-animal hybrid embryo.
We don't
just
know where
sitting
it came
here.
from.
Just give us the
We
okay,
don't know
guys.
where it came from.
It just happened to be in the back room there. That's no,
Yeah.
He says, yeah, they did. Japan, ...
Like, wait a second here. How'd that get here? I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
I was here this whole
That was,
time.
yeah, that was just sitting.
I mean,
found
it was
on
here
the
when
couch.
I started, so
Yeah,
I just figured it was a part of the workplace.
right. Oh my gosh.
Why am I fucking drinking this?
Japan also has zombies. Did you know that?
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
bet. No. That. What? Are you serious?
I don't. Japan.
I'm
has
Googling that right now.
I feel like Japanese zombies is gonna give me anime.
I feel like
Well, yeah, you're probably
I
gonna
wrote
see.
Japanese has zombies. Japan has zombies. What is this? Zombies in Japan entertainment. No stopping the undead spread. Why they laugh at zombies? It's because they realize that zombies are like a bunch of really dumb people walking around.
Well, I mean, aren't we all zombies to corporate America?
Yeah, true.
I'm a zombie to Pokemon Go. You should see me out there. I'll be walking into poles. I've already walked into 2 walls. Almost chipped a tooth.
Someone needs to follow you with the camera.
We've talked about it, dude. Oh my god, man. We went to a raid the other day, and there were seriously like 30 cars in this tiny little park. And everybody's just, it's funny, everybody's so friendly. 5 reanimated bodies. Okay, let me try that. Japan has 5 reanimated bodies.
This is the worst goddamn beer I've ever had.
What is it? More anime came up.
Southern Tier
Yale experiment to reanimate
Chitra
dead
hop-
brains
hopped
promises a
light.
living hell.
This
That's
is
a great way to start.
fucking gross as shit.
Found it. Get out of here. Thing. Okay, cookies. Yeah.
Get them cookies,
Yale
dog.
experiment to reanimate dead brains promises living hell for humans. Oh, that's a wonderful way to start the article. Scientific experiment to reanimate dead brains could lead to humans enduring a fate worse than death, an ethics lecturer has warned. Last month, Yale University announced it had successfully resurrected the brains of more than 100 slaughtered pigs and found that the cells were still healthy. Well, that's good. The reanimated brains were kept alive for up to 36 hours, and scientists said the process, which should also work in primates, offered a new way to study intact organs in the lab. Although the pigs did not regain consciousness, so they're dead but unconscious, the team admitted that it may be possible to restore awareness, and the experiments opened the door, to the prospect of human brains being kept alive outside of the body. What's the name of that character from Teenage Mutant Ninja?
Krang?
Yeah, we're gonna have Krangs, dude.
Yo, that's
However-
lit.
Right, dude, that's insane. And we could
I'd
walk,
buy
like,
that.
dude, we could finally have like head transplants. However, Nottingham Trent ethics and philosophy lecturer Benjamin Curtis said it could lead to the humans enduring a living hell. It's almost done here. Even if your conscious brain were kept alive after your body had died, you would have to spend the foreseeable future as a disembodied brain in a bucket, locked away inside your own mind without access to the senses that allow us to experience and interact with the world.
No stimulants.
Yeah, that would suck.
So no Futurama.
No future. Not yet. He told the conversation. Told the conversation. That must be the name of the interviewer or something. In the best case scenario, you would be spending your life with only your own thoughts for company. Well, it goes on, but dude, that's not true. Like if they get to the point where, all right, so if we're in the point where we can do that, I would imagine, dude, that's when the Matrix is like. It's when they're gonna have to make the Matrix.
But we're living in the Matrix now.
Right.
What if we are in the Matrix and then they already made it?
They gotta
and
make
we're
the
just getting
Matrix.
to the point where we realize.
Well, then we gotta Inception the Matrix here because, like, those
Put the
people.
Matrix in the Matrix.
Yeah. How else are they gonna sense? Like, they're gonna have to. The only way they're gonna be able to sense is through electrical stimuli. I don't know, man. I can't wait, man. Man. I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, I don't want to live forever. I want to fucking live forever. I want to go to another planet. I want to take a dump out of the side window of a spaceship.
As we
I
all,
love it.
Jeff, as we all.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Sometimes you gotta,
you only kind of live once. God damn it.
I fucking love it. Oh, that is absolutely amazing.
Ugh, they haven't even figured out male pattern baldness. This is gonna take an eternity.
That'll never come in our lifetime. But we'll have zombies though. Don't
Yeah.
worry. We will physically make zombies before
And
we
hentai
cure our
kitty
baldness.
girls, so that's all good.
That's what I'm excited for. So
Screw
Walker,
the zombies. It's
I guess the future still looks bright. What about hentai kitty zombie girls?
nah,
That would be intriguing to say the least.
get that zombie stuff. Get that
That's
voice
gonna be
shit
the
out of my.
next. That's gonna be the next Adult Swim anime out.
Get that.
Is it necrophilia and bestiality at that point? Though?
I guess maybe.
Yeah, that's.
Sounds like a Tuesday night for me.
Oh.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba.
Let me go back to the article about more AI and the love dolls. Hold on.
All right. So
Give me a second.
So Walker, you had a week,
Damn, we got
didn't
shiny.
you?
Nice. I did.
Hey, guess what, Walker? Happy birthday.
Thank you
Happy
very much.
birthday!
Happy
to
birthday.
you.
August 1st, for those who didn't know, was my 30th birthday.
Your 30th,
Congratulations.
100th,
30th
because you're
birthday.
old.
Yeah, they
Damn.
say it's all downhill, but the reality is the uphill struggle never ends. Like,
Oh, 100%.
you know.
But
You
yeah,
never
that
went
was,
uphill.
Yeah. You're not lying there.
Can't go downhill if you never went uphill. That's for damn sure.
That's so bad.
Right, that's what makes the lazy river so useful.
Oh, 100%.
I just fell asleep in that.
So yeah, on August 1st was my birthday. Starting off the festivities amazing. I went to the Social Security office. That was
Yeah, that's how you have a great birthday.
Yes, I did indeed start my 30th birthday off at the Social Security office. Even joking.
Amazing.
I had to.
Because you're a real
read-
man.
I am.
That's what real men do.
I am. Lost my Social Security card, so I had to get a new one, and I had off. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. And Nicole's like, man, you're a wild man going to the Social Security office.
Right, he stormed,
I hope
pushed
I'm-
open the door and was like, "Who do I speak to about a new car?" It's
I
my
hope-
birthday.
I hope I'm like that dangerous when I turn 30, man. Let me tell you.
It was fucking intense.
In
It was-
5
Wait, I'm
fucking
32
years.
But no, it was actually it wasn't bad. Because I've heard stories of like people waiting there for hours and hours and hours.
Are you
I
sure
actually
you're not
was
talking
only-
about the DMV?
Same place.
No, if you
mean a
need
living
like a
hell.
social security, like to edit your social security checks or to get a social security card if you're like an immigrant or something, you can be there for upwards of like 5 hours. One person said.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
mom,
your
she-
birthday. That's why you didn't have
Yeah.
to wait.
Yeah, they
so I-
realized.
I called
Got-
them ahead of time. I was like, "Yo, my dog's coming
Yo.
through. I need you to make some."
Yeah, I need you to. I need
You
to
slipped them
get
a
it going
fiver through the phone.
Yes.
There you go.
Straight through.
So I got that. I also, on the same day, I did kind of two things. Last week, I don't know if I brought this up or not, but I passed. I don't know if you say passed. It's an interview, but I got moved forward in the community service officer position.
Nice.
Yeah, I got pushed forward. I don't know. I don't know if you say you passed an interview. Essentially, they interview a ton of people and then they pick out who they like to then move forward. So now I gotta fill out a 25-page questionnaire, which I'm pretty sure I've already done. And I'm pretty sure I'm already ahead of the schedule because it asked me for like 15 references, and I've given him like.
He called me.
I've given him numerous, so I'm still gonna fill it out just because this is the next step in the process. I gotta hand this 25-page packet in, but I'm pretty sure 90% of this is already done.
The dude legit, like Walker texted me. He's like, "What's your address so I could use you as a reference?" And I tell him my address, and no shit, like 15 minutes later, the dude called.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been calling a ton of people. He texted me today, actually, because he wanted a neighbor. Like, do you know anybody's name or anything that you lived by? I'm like, to be honest, no. He's like, you didn't talk to anyone? He was like, we did, but it was, hey. Like, I never, like, actually got anyone's number. But forgetting the lady downstairs from this place, the one I walked her dogs and stuff. So it dawned on me, like, oh, shit, I know, I got her number. So I gave him her number. I guess he's called her, like, 10 times and she never answered. So he texted me, he's like, hey, I still can't get a hold of this person. Do you have any other neighbors that you know? And I'm like, no, unfortunately, literally, like, even at the house in Pennsylvania, hey, what's up? But I never, like...
You should
got to know him.
You should give the guy that tried to fight you, the number. Like, you should give him... make that
one?
Well, the most recent one. The one that was, like...
The one here?
The one that wanted to kill you?
About the dog. Yeah, about telling me he's gonna rub my face and... rub my face to other dog
I'm
shit.
sure he'll give you... I'm sure he'll give you a perfect review for this guy.
Little background on that, just so you don't know what I'm talking about. So I took my dog out to go to the bathroom. So I live in an apartment complex currently. We move into a house next month. So I take my dog out, go to the bathroom. I take her inside, and then I go back outside to pick it up because my dog doesn't like people. She'll just bark. So I take her inside, and I come back out. Dude loses his mind about the dog poop being there. Tells me he's gonna kill me. He's gonna drag me through every pile of dog crap that he finds and smash my face into the ground.
Really annoyed about it.
He was peeved, if you will.
Basically, it was like a trigger among triggers. Like, this dude was swearing and going off. And I'm just like, ooh, big scary dude. So, funny story about that guy. So, they're paving my road currently. They're out my road. So one half is dirt, the other half is the cement. So you have to go across the pave, down like a little divot into the dirt. So they're doing construction. So the guy has a sign that says stop on the paved side. So the dude who freaked out at me about the dog poop starts coming towards him on the paved side. So he's driving along the wrong side of the road. And the guy with the sign is going like this. Get in the dirt. Get in the dirt. And if he would have gotten the dirt right from our exit, they actually made a mound. So it's a smooth transition. You go past that, there is like that much of a gap. Probably like a 6-inch gap from the road to the dirt. So your car is going... Dun-dun. So the guy keeps inching towards the dude, the construction worker, and the guy's yelling at him to get in the dirt. The dude rolls down his window. You motherfuckers need to stop telling me what to do. I'm not fucking driving in the dirt. My car is too nice for this. Starts going off on this guy. He's like, if you keep telling me what to do, I'm gonna get out of this car. I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. And I'm sitting there because I have my dog outside. I'm laughing my ass off.
Damn it, Bobby!
I was about to say. I'm just thinking of this with Dank Hills. God dang it, Bobby! Don't tell me what to do.
And the dude's like, I'm sick and tired of you people telling me what to do. I'm gonna get out of this car and kick your ass if you ever tell me what to do again.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, this guy's gonna see me laughing, get out of his car and start freaking out on me.
At least you've identified the pothead in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
This guy seems awesome. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
But he has a heart of gold. He volunteers every Sunday at the sushi.
His son always walks around with his shirt off. He told me his son kicked my ass too. I'm just like, okay, dude, just get inside, you tool. And I'm just like, but yeah, I go up to the construction worker and I was like, that guy's a huge tool bag. I was like, just ignore him. He's like, yeah, I planned on it. I just don't understand why it was so heated. Why he could have gotten the dirt where he was supposed to instead of having to drop like 6 inches from where he was now. Because if the construction worker moved and let the guy continue up the road, it would have been physically impossible. There was 2 semi-trucks behind the guy with the construction worker. So it was the 2 semi-trucks and the guy. So they were literally facing each other. So it's either the semi-trucks move into the dirt, which they're not going to do, or the guy fucking moves his car over. And the semi-trucks are just sitting there like shaking their heads like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. Like, hilarious. But yeah, anyways, going back to the police thing. So I finally got Ray, the woman downstairs, to call him. So everything's good. I'm just waiting on my social security card. And then hopefully this background investigation will be done. And then I'm assuming the next stop is the polygraph test. With that, actually, Nicole got me a gun for my birthday. Went and shot it.
Nice.
First time ever really shooting a gun. Oh, shit's intense.
Shooting a gun there.
Shit's intense. I shot it for the first time and it's like made me like jump. I'm like, kind of like made my heart race a little bit. I'm like, oh man, this is weird. So it was like a weird like feeling. I really liked it, but at the same time it was like scary. Mm-hmm. So that was cool. Nicole left the area because she didn't like it. So you don't want to shoot it? She's like, no.
It's like, it's too damn loud over here for this.
We were in an indoor shooting range, so if we were outside, it probably wouldn't have been as loud.
No.
So yeah, we did that. And I was.
Didn't she have like headphones or earmuffs on or something to keep her ears from exploding?
Yeah, but she still
sounding like my headphones when I plug them into a power outlet.
You could still hear. You can still hear it a little bit. And she didn't like it, but so I got to shoot that off, which is pretty cool. I tried to get her to go axe throwing, but she didn't want to do it. Because in my mind, for some reason, I thought we were going to be at the shooting range for like 8 hours. Like, no, you were there for like 30 minutes.
Why didn't she want to go axe throwing?
That seems pretty fun.
Axe throwing is pretty cool.
I hope she had a damn good reason
for
not wanting to go axe. This isn't like we're gonna go chop wood. We're not gonna make we're not making kindling. We're throwing these. What was her excuse? She was just like, I'm tired. I've done all the axe throwing I need to. I don't need to do any more axe throwing today.
We did axe throwing last week.
The month is done.
Yeah. I finished axe throwing 2 weeks ago. We're already ready. Get your axe throwing game on the game.
She had a headache from the firing range, so that was why. So,
she's lucky she's your wife.
Yeah, I know, right? So then we went to Phoenix over the weekend. That was cool.
I want to go axe throwing.
You
know what? If I ever come down there, we're fucking throwing some axes, bro.
Oh, fuck
you know what I'm gonna do? After the show, I'm gonna go to Walmart. I'm gonna buy some goddamn axes.
That's what you need to do, man.
We got a community laundry room. I'm just gonna show people how to do it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right? At what time is it? It'll be like midnight 30 here.
Midnight 30.
By the time I'm done, it'll be probably like 1:30. Could you imagine? Barbara, there's a kid throwing axes in the laundry room. He's just fucking up all the.
Well, shit, we gotta go see that.
He's off for free lessons.
That was so. We went to Phoenix.
That sounds fun.
Oh no, I want to go axe throwing. It would. I think it would be amazing. But yeah, we went to Phoenix. When they say Phoenix is hotter than Tucson, they are right. Saturday it was 115 degrees.
Oh,
fuck that.
7% humidity. So I'm like, let's go to the fucking zoo. And so we did.
Even the lizards are like, oh, hey.
There was no one there. And I'm like, this is probably a horrible idea. At least it's not as bad of idea as taking my 2 kids spelunking in the mountains, which I didn't realize that was a thing. But there's a lot of background that you're probably like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Just listen to the other podcasts.
Still can't believe you did that.
I know.
Oh, literally the scariest thing I think a human can do. I don't think spelunking.
So we get there, and we're like, there's no one. I'm like, oh, the parking lot's full. And I looked in the wrong parking lot. The parking lot that was full was for a restaurant inside. The parking lot next to it was the zoo. It was like 90% empty. So we're just
Only the enthusiasts were there that day.
Exactly.
The zoo enthusiasts.
So we're just like, I'm like, fuck it, we're already here. We're gonna go in. It wasn't horrible.
So Walker,
we kept stopping.
Walker, real quick, how many times since you've been in Arizona have the words "fuck it, we're already here, let's go in" have been uttered from your mouth, and it always ends up in a great time?
You do realize you can't be doing that when you're a volunteer sheriff's deputy. You can't just be going in.
Well, fuck it, we're already here, let's go.
Up, bro. Yeah.
Do you need a warrant? Fuck it, we're already here.
Famous last words. It'll be fine. They'll be here in a minute. They'll be here. I'm Deputy Walker. They'll be here in a minute.
Yeah, they'll be here in a couple minutes. Oh, what is there?
Go in. Fucking run in, kick open the front door, and start throwing axes. Instant win.
Like, oh, what's in there? Oh, there's a guy with a couple of guns. Okay, fuck it, we're already here. Let's do it. No point in waiting. No, I would knock on wood. I would pre-assess the situation. No, I would. If any police are watching, I promise they will assess the situation beforehand.
Wink, wink. You say that with your fingers crossed behind your back.
Yeah,
oh yeah, you do have to be like a little more cautious.
So, but there was a lot of shade and a lot of indoor things. There was aquarium, safari, which was pretty cool. Almost all the animals were out. There was we were 4 feet away from the lions. So that was legit 4 feet. So they have little ropes like that are about this thick, about 2 feet apart, and then a fence that the lions was sitting on. So I was like, oh, that's some good cover. But
I was gonna say, yeah, those ropes are really gonna keep those giant cats out.
Well, the fence was about 10 feet high, which I'm assuming if it really wanted to, probably could jump that high. But I don't know if a lion actually would. But
just be careful. Make sure they're not wearing those Jordans.
Yeah, I know.
Haven't you ever seen The Lion King? And
to top it all off, the park, their water line broke, so they didn't have any water.
Oh.
So they gave us ice. So we had ice. So that was fun. But
Well, what's ice but frozen water? I mean, really.
Yeah, that's true. So it wasn't horrible. No one got sunburned. Like I didn't wear any sunscreen. I expected like my neck and face to be.
I was
fried,
surprised your head isn't fried.
But yeah, no, I thought it was gonna be. It's a little tender, but it's not bad. And then went to Dave and Buster's, and then that was pretty much it though. But yeah, that's gonna hand in my packet this week, so hopefully I'll have more news about the police position next week, and kind of go from there. It's been like a weekly update on this thing. Something happens every single week, so.
You live a fucking exciting life, dude. Like I'm like I went out and caught Pokemon. You're like, you ever see that movie?
You went outside. I mean, look at me. I'm fucking playing Yakuza.
Right. Oh, yeah. But Walker's over here. Like, you guys ever see that movie Final Descent? Yeah, I took my kids there. By the way, if you haven't seen that, it's one of the scariest goddamn spelunking movies I've ever seen. Like, it's up there.
Do you have a list of scary spelunking movies you've seen?
Yes.
So, what other spelunking movies have you seen?
A bunch.
As Above,
Batman.
So Below, Batman.
Batman? I don't know if that counts.
He goes spelunking in a cave because that's how he finds the Batcave.
Yeah. Duh.
That's a bit of a stretch, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
does it count as a spelunking movie?
Oh, what about that movie with James Franco? The one that if you rewind, it's a harrowing tale of a guy with one leg that just finds another leg and attaches it.
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Isn't it like 72 hours
Yeah.
or something like that
Yeah.
amount of time?
Well, he wasn't
'cause
spelunking. He was riding his bike in the Grand Canyon, fell into a crevice.
Yeah, that's close enough to Splunk. That's just as much
If
spelunking
we're
as fucking Batman.
as spelunking.
Yeah, if we
We
count
gotta
Batman
get
as
that.
spelunking, like James Franco finding a leg and just shoving it back on, that's fucking
Christ.
spelunking.
You guys remember the Animaniacs?
Yeah.
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 Who
You guys
doesn't?
remember the thing on it that was like good idea, bad idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, spelunking's every
Bad
it's
idea?
just- yeah, I'm looking for a thing. I can't find my thing. Ugh, I can never find my thing.
I mean, you know, we've all had those times. It's dark sometimes, you know.
It's,
You can
Because
get
I haven't
dark.
been here in like a week. I don't know where my stuff put itself.
I still don't know where my blue PlayStation 4 controller is.
See,
I've lost
that's
that
what
for
I'm
like
talking
3 months.
about. What's the craziest thing you've ever lost? Like, what's the biggest thing you've lost that you're like, how the like really how like Carmen
wedding
San
ring?
Diego type? Yeah, that's up
Virginity.
there.
Shh, don't tell my wife.
And she's right there in the room next to you.
She is. She's in the closet, actually. I was just talking to her.
That's not a good one to give you guys because I can't think of really anything either. Or I don't know about you guys, but maybe I can. The craziest thing I ever lost? My hairline?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I lost my car once. Turns out I was in another parking lot.
What? That's good. How did you, first off, how do you end up in a different parking lot?
So,
You in a
okay.
building that just went in the wrong exit? Or how does that work?
So, all right. So, you know, up on Peach Street, where H.H. Gregg used to be, there's like the Petco
I do.
and
Yeah.
the Home Depot.
Mhm.
Yeah, so apparently, like a dum-dum, I must have parked over by... I went to Petco, and I parked my car for some reason over, like, all the way at the fucking end by Home Depot.
Why?
I have no clue. I was a fucking idiot. So I'm walking, and I'm like, okay, I'll just remember it's going to be over here. It's way out of the way. I'm going to totally remember it. So I go into Petco, and I'm like... And I come out, and I'm like, where the fuck's my car? Where's my car, though?
Pokemon Go.
So I'm just looking around. I'm like, did someone just fucking... Did someone steal my car outside of a Petco?
That's amazing.
I spent like 15 minutes looking for my car. Like, I'm a goddamn idiot.
That is the greatest thing ever.
That sucks when you lose your car so hard that you really you're like, what the actual fuck? Like, is my shit stolen? That happened to me not too long ago at the Walmart. I'd never been to this one, and there was like parking in areas that I'm not familiar being at a Walmart.
Really?
What?
Yeah, and I ended up walking around. I even threw like my girl as a kid, and I threw him up on my shoulders, and I'm holding the groceries, all like, oh, like I threw him up on my shoulders. I'm like, Mir, I'm gonna walk. You find the goddamn car.
Was so... Okay, Jeff, I'm a
Use
little
your
curious.
strong young eyes. I can't see.
I'm curious here for a second. What do you mean by there's parts of the Walmart that you can park in that you're not familiar with?
The Walmarts down here are kind of nice. I just remember the Walmarts back home being like,
Oh, they're pretty shitty.
they have to deal with winter, so they don't put any energy into them. You know.
No.
Here,
Yeah, that's true.
they got like gardens and
Oh, that's nice.
flowers and palm trees and really nice. Just even the Walmarts, it's weird.
Wow.
This place is, every once in a while I wake up and I'm like, I can't believe I'm in fucking Florida. Got all the places in the whole country I could have moved. I'm down here.
Yep.
Which at first, I mean, I don't know, I don't mind it. It's not bad. I have to
I
admit,
agree with you.
I think I said this last week, but I got home and I'm driving around, and every once in a while I'd be like, you know what, I could come home, and then I'd hit a fucking pothole. And I'm like, no,
Never mind.
No,
Nah,
can't
never
do it.
mind.
Nuh-uh.
not happening.
Never mind. Scratch that. I'm not coming.
Gets like 70 degrees there or 60 degrees there. You're like, nah, fam.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, dude, it's been in the 90s all week.
It's been in the
I
like
can
low 80s.
kind of relate.
Yeah.
See,
So-
Joseph, these two have to worry about like heat strokes and shit like that because of how fucking hot it
Right.
gets. You and I don't have to worry about that. We just have to
We
worry
just
about
have to worry about
freezing. Yeah,
We
exactly.
sleep in ski suits like we're going to
Mhm.
rescue someone in an avalanche. That's all we gotta do.
I remember.
Well, Schroeder's heat's different than mine. Mine's just pure dry heat. Schroeder has the humidity from the Gulf of Mexico.
I was driving home and I felt like I was drowning. It was so weird. It's just like, are you serious? How is this even real?
Talk to us in about like 3-4 months.
Wow.
All right.
You're talking about that asteroid that's supposed to hit the water and totally cause a tsunami that eats up all of Florida?
No,
I thought the asteroid.
Yeah.
You missed the last part. What?
I thought it missed.
It did miss.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't.
I would imagine it missed. I mean,
Schroeder's like, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Just throw shade all over that.
I'm still alive, so I'm assuming yes, it's no longer there.
I do have those moments though where I'm like, man, if anything, if the Earth farts too hard, like Florida's gone. It's one of the first
Florida's
places going, bro.
Florida and Cali.
And I literally live like, God, maybe a mile, if a mile from the ocean. Like, so I'm like what, like 6 feet above sea level?
Yeah, if that.
Above ocean sea level, not like Erie sea level, like. Ugh.
Yeah, if shit were to go down, it's gonna.
Here I am.
It's gonna get you first.
Yeah, you know, I'm trolling the conspiracy areas, so it's just like, you know, apparently there's some damn volcano off the coast that is like about to split in half, and half of it's gonna fall into the ocean and cause a giant. Like, man.
Why gotta tell me this shit?
There's like a million different scenarios in which Florida goes underwater.
To be frank
here,
I don't.
Move to the Ozarks, not to, you know, they say the Ozarks are where you want to go if you want to be like the best place to go to not be super affected by an apocalyptical, like.
Not to get hit with that critical.
Right. Yeah. You know, you get hit, and the rest of the world gets hit with the critical, and you get hit with like the yellow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like everyone else is critted, like instantly done. And then yours is just like, oh, I had last stand, so I'm like, I got 1 HP left.
Right.
That's the way to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was, to me, a pretty wild and super fun
that was about
first half of that
hour of the episode.
Just talking about our weeks. I fucking love it. That was honestly my favorite one that we've done so. So let's get into some news, shall we, Mr. James?
All right.
You can go first, brah.
Sure. So we've learned about it a few weeks ago that Sony and Microsoft kind of had a deal to use the Microsoft Azure, Sony using Microsoft Azure cloud platform for a lot of their stuff. Well, apparently, and this is a report from Video Game Chronicles, that the relationship was all driven by Sony. So Sony was the one that came up and was like, "Yo, let's tag team this," and Microsoft's like,
Sony
"Sure."
was the one that was always like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually are.
Yeah.
Sony had to change their heart. Peter Griffin walked in and was like, "Come on,
Come on, guys! It's almost time." Oh, I fucking know Peter Griffin's voice.
If that was
I feel like we learned that earlier.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what does this, James? What does this? Inquiring minds want to know. What does this mean?
I don't know. Fuck all.
You don't really?
Well, they're
Microsoft
basically
and
just
Sony
going
joining
to.
forces? So what is
It's just they're going to use for like cloud-based processing for certain games that Sony are making, or at least certain infrastructures from Sony. So what it can do is say, okay, perfect example, Crackdown 3. The terrible video game that is Crackdown 3. It was supposed to use for its multiplayer cloud-based processing. So, you could destroy like all these different buildings and everything's like completely destructible in grandiose ways. Well, that didn't happen. That didn't happen because, the game that Microsoft was hyping up for so long, they just threw on the store one day and everyone's like, huh, that came out. And it didn't have that. So one thing that it can do is like say with, let's say we're playing Battlefield 69. And, instead of the processing power coming from the system or the PC itself, it's coming from a supercomputer at EA's headquarters, for example. So your system and stuff, it doesn't need to be like top of the line specs. It can be a little underpowered, but still, because it's using the processing power somewhere else from a computer that definitely can handle it, you're able to reap the benefits of it.
So this partnership is it now? So what is this partnership? Just a little bit of cross-platforming gaming and some server hosting?
No, it's just licensing out the deals, like kind of like how Microsoft has to pay Sony for Blu-ray technology.
I see.
Same thing. Same goddamn thing. It's really nothing. It's huge in the fact that it is Sony and Microsoft working together, but at least in the short term, like right here, right now, it means fuck all.
Okay.
Speaking of,
so that's an interesting first step into that direction. For
oh
you
yeah,
guys.
yeah. I mean, if Sony or if Nintendo can work with Microsoft, I'm sure Sony's going to be following suit.
Yeah. Well, think of that as even a beta test, and it went well for them financially and all that. I mean, we talked about last week, or maybe last week or the week before, about how much money Disney has brought in. And
I think that was last
Sony,
week.
Yeah, and if Sony's partnered with them on certain projects, they made money.
Oh yeah, they made bank off of Spider-Man.
Hey, Walker, can you say something?
I was muted. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
I was muted. Nope, I was muted.
I saw your mouth move a couple times, but I didn't hear you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, so Microsoft joining up with them isn't a surprise. Who do you think would be the next partnership that would like wow the masses? Like,
It would never happen.
Apple and Android.
Yeah, that would never happen. Not in a million years.
That'd be weird.
I would honestly say like probably Sony and Nintendo. Like that would be the craziest thing ever. Two old school Japanese companies working together. That would be the wildest bullshit. You have two groups that are set in their ways and just joining up. And after Nintendo burned Sony years ago during the Super Nintendo era, and then they just decided to join up to do something. I don't know. Mario and Kratos at the Olympic Games. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
At the 2020 Olympic Games.
Yeah.
For me, I personally want to see Microsoft get on a deal with like a really nice computer gaming company, because I feel like Xbox lost the console war, and based on how much stuff is going from the Xbox to PC, that they should just come out with a desktop instead of a console.
Mm-hmm.
And so like if they paired with someone really good to make like a top tier desktop that people actually wanted to buy.
Yeah, like Zeta or something.
Do I have this in the notes? I don't think so. Did you guys hear about Origin PCs? Like, are you guys familiar with the company Origin PCs?
Vaguely.
NB.
So they make it's another company where you can make like PCs. They make like gaming
Like
PCs
by
and stuff.
Tower and stuff like that.
Yeah, except good. They don't break on you. But so Origin, they decided to do the unthinkable. So they did something stupid just because they can. They put in their gaming PC that's already a PC, they put not just an Xbox One, not just a PlayStation 4, but also a Nintendo Switch, all inside of a computer.
Really?
So you'd be able to play your PC games, your Xbone games, your PS4 games, and your Switch games, all at theoretically all at the same time.
That's a neat system.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's just like, let's just do it. Let's see if we can do it. It's like, Bugatti making a car that can, the fastest car in the world that costs like $1.8 million, and they still lose money on it just because they can. They want to do it because they can.
Oh, yeah.
That's
funny.
Freaking cool.
I like it.
It says do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. So, speaking of PlayStation, we've been anxiously awaiting ever since Sony decided to skip out on E3 this year. We've been anxiously awaiting more information about the PlayStation 5. Well, we might have something. Might have a little something from our friends over in Sweden. This is from Tweaktown. The website tweaktown.com. Technology and content trusted in North America and globally since 1999. So apparently, pre-orders for the PlayStation 5 went live there.
Really?
For $1,050.
Yeah, I've seen it. Which is
That's
hilarious.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's a
So,
little out of my price range.
Yeah.
it's most likely just a placeholder, because in whatever the Swedish currency is, it ends up. Why is it giving me an ad? It ends up being 9999.99. So I'm assuming it's just a placeholder. But
Yeah.
boy, howdy, would that be crazy if there's a system that's well over $1,000. I'd still fucking buy it. I'm a shill.
It would have to. I feel like
I
its specs would have to really impress me to spend $1,000 on it.
Hey man, 8K,
Yeah.
I highly doubt it's 1,000.
8K 120 hertz.
It could be $1,000 their money too.
Well, a good
Yeah.
gaming computer's about $1,000, you know. I'm
Mhm.
not even a good one, but like one that'll get you by for a couple years.
Yeah. Again, going off on Sony, the PlayStation 4 just hit a milestone. It just sold
Yay.
100 million units. So
Wow.
let me just put this into context real quick. It became the fastest selling system to reach 100 million units, coming in at 67 weeks.
Nice.
It took them. So, to put it in perspective, okay, you can go away now. The PlayStation 2, the best-selling video game system of all time, took it 69 weeks to get it, which is pretty nice. The Wii took 79 weeks. The PlayStation 1 took 113 weeks. And then, the Nintendo DS, which is handheld, took only 51 weeks, but that's a little different. And the Game Boy took 134 weeks. Again, to put that in more perspective, it took the iPad 31 weeks to get 100 million units out the door.
That makes sense.
It took the iPhone 44 weeks, and Amazon Alexa, the Echo products, 50 weeks. Now, the Echoes start at like $40, and it still took them about 50 weeks to reach 100 million things sold. Again, to put it in perspective, GTA 5 took 61 weeks to hit 100 million units sold, Minecraft 85, and Tetris 90 weeks. A little bit more little fun facts. It took Netflix 123 weeks to get 100 million paid subscribers, Spotify 127, and then Amazon Prime 158. And then I have no idea what any of this is. Oh, games months to reach 100 million monthly active users. Huh. Roblox took 155 weeks, League of Legends 107, PUBG Mobile 15 weeks, Cityville 1.5 weeks, and Pokemon Go 1 week. So there you go. That's a little bit of interesting stuff going on here. Speaking of interesting stuff, I'm just killing it with these segues today. I wish you guys would hype me up a little bit about this. You guys know about the Apple Arcade, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the one that's teaming up with Android.
Sort of. So the Apple Arcade is Apple's monthly gaming service. It's how much was it, Walker? Like $5 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
Where you could play a bunch of different games. You don't have to worry about they're paid games. You don't have to worry about spending money on them. You could just play them as you wish. Well, Google saw that and is like, yeah, we want that. So Google is introducing Play Pass, you guessed it, $5 a month Android app subscription. So the big thing that's different with this is not only will it give you paid games, but also paid apps that you can use. Granted, nowadays I don't really know of any paid apps that, I would actually pay for.
Interesting.
But yeah, you have the option to do, you play games and download different apps that cost money.
I wonder if app developers can make like an ad-free version if you have that.
Well, yeah.
You have that.
Yeah, it's probably they probably give you the premium version of it that doesn't have the ads. Because I know Amazon used to do that with their app store where you would get like every like few weeks or something, they would have like premium games that you can get for free. Walker, do you want to talk about the Ninja stuff last? Or do you want to do it right now?
I can do it right now.
Okay, so Ninja went to Mixer. The beloved...
Yeah, I heard something about this.
The beloved... Because we are probably the best and most well-versed for Fortnite and other Battle Royale podcasts out there in the world. Like, we winner chicken dinnered it. We took down all 100 other podcasts that were like, no, we're the best when it comes to Battle Royale and Fortnite. We were like, nah, fam, we'll get this. You get this dub. So
when did this happen?
While you were in hibernation.
Oh shit.
On your way to the other side of Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, while you're on the subway. Walker,
Really
I think you're
warm in
muted.
that place.
Are you trying to be muted? No?
Because you are right now.
You are super
Totally
muted right
muted.
now, dog.
You're overflowing with muted.
See this-
Can you hear me?
Yeah, see, this is what you get for not using your nice stuff that your wife got you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I
Yeah.
apologize. I thought
No.
it seemed like weird when you said it was nice stuff, and I looked over and it was just headphones.
No, I have it. I'm not using it. But
That's
you can
fine.
hear me now, Ella, right?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you now.
I don't know why that was. I wasn't muted. Anywho, yeah, Ninja announced that he is exclusively streaming on Mixer on the 31st, and he actually streamed from the 2nd till today at Lollapalooza.
Now,
What did
why
he
is
play?
Making this move?
He played Fortnite.
Of course
and why
he
he's
did.
making this move, it's the
Why do you
contract
think?
deal. The contracts, there hasn't really been much details on why he's moving over. There is speculation that has something to do with Halo, because Ninja, for those who followed him, know that he started with Halo. So, with that, I'm guessing somewhere in this deal came something about how he's gonna probably do something exclusive with Halo. I
Probably
don't
promote it
know,
too.
Exactly what, but I'm assuming he'll probably stream it. Ninja currently has almost 700,000 subscribers on Twitch. No, not on Twitch, on Mixer. The max subscribers he's ever gotten on Twitch is 260,000. Ninja almost over doubled his subscribers. But take that with a grain of salt. If you download Mixer right now, you can get 2 free sub months to Ninja exclusively. So all 700,000 subs that he has are all free. And we'll see how much that drops once they have to pay for it in 2 months. James believes he'll still be in the 200,000 range.
I would say 150
on-
to 200.
I think he'll probably be under 100,000 because that's where he was on Twitch. He may not be. I don't know. It's hard to say. He is currently the only one doing that. So his profile is still on Twitch because obviously he does have all of his videos and stuff on there, but it is inactive. He is now exclusively only streaming on Mixer.
Did you see that Twitch took away his verified checkmark
Yeah.
next to his name like as soon as that happened?
Yep. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. It's unknown if there is other
Circumstances or reason?
well, if other streamers are gonna go on. Currently, there's 69,000 streamers that stream on Mixer. There is 1.5 million people that stream on Twitch.
Wow.
So
Now what?
Go ahead, Schroeder.
Never mind.
So there is a very large market that is open on Mixer. Obviously, Microsoft wants to compete with Twitch and
YouTube.
So who else to get than the world's largest streamer, Ninja? There is rumors that it's probably like a multi-million-dollar deal. Many zeros.
More zeros than I'm going to see in my life.
His first stream, he averaged 80,000. His second stream, he averaged 76,000. That was bigger than any of his stream on Twitch in the last year when you take out the special events. He had 200,000 people watching him when that mech beat up that monster. That video we showed last week, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, he had about 200,000 people watching him then, but the second that special event ended, he dropped right to like 50,000 people. Which, don't get me wrong, 50,000
Just to
people
50,000 people.
Yeah.
Only 50,000
Only
on average.
50,000.
That's fine.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm interested to see how much this changes the way we look at streaming and the way we look at these platforms. What are your guys' thoughts on something like this? And it's big. It really is. I know, like, people will say it's only Ninja, but at the same time, he's the fastest person to 20 million subscribers on YouTube. He got an award for that. He's got 15 million followers on Twitch. The second person who has the next followers has half of him. It's 7 million is the next most subscribed person on Twitch, which is insane.
That's crazy.
And then Instagram, he has like 5 million. Twitter, he has like 10 million people. So what do you guys think this does for the industry, if anything?
Well, I'm hoping, like we were talking about earlier, how who would be funny to see team up. It'd be nice to see some of these social medias team up and like realize that they all own their own lane. So like stop fighting over. Like it's to this day it still annoys the hell out of me. It really put a hamper on my streaming experience. How it went from like not being able to stream on other platforms simultaneously.
Yeah.
That whole mess. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like I understand why, but at the same time it's just like.
Well, streaming's a little different than like the classic things like YouTube or Daily Motion or something like that, because with streaming it's all in the moment, So I mean, would you rather have if you're someone like Twitch, hey, I can get revenue for people watching this guy that I really enjoy only on Twitch. But if he's not like locked into that, only streaming on Twitch, that same person, could instead watch it on YouTube or Mixer, and still get the same experience. In the moment experience is still interact, but Twitch isn't making any of that money. It's not like YouTube where it's not in the moment. This one video will be just the same as it would be, 3 months down the line.
Right. But still, like, putting that hamper on it, it's like understanding that is the way it is, and just I don't know. Like I said, it just kind of annoys me if you unlock certain features. Like, I wish I could honestly turn off the Prime or this the affiliate thing, because I want to be able to stream on all of the platforms. I was having a ton more fun doing that.
Yeah, it
was such a bigger audience, bro. Like, such a bigger audience. So it's like I've been thinking about even starting another channel just so I can do that again. Because I don't want to get this one striked or punched.
Well, here's what you do. You do like certain streams just on Twitch, and then don't stream on Twitch and use like another account to stream on everything else.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Do you think this for like the long run it's good for platforms like Mixer, because now Twitch has. I looked at the numbers. Twitch holds 76% of the streaming market share. Mixer has 3. The other port's YouTube. Do you think this is good because now it gives more people the ability to maybe make a name for themselves, or for the people on Mixer, maybe now the people who only do Mixer can now make a name for themselves because now, okay, Ninja's here. Now people are going to start looking at Mixer more before when they weren't. And do you think other streamers will make the switch over to Mixer, or do you think this won't last very long?
Well, my one buddy's been saying Mixer is going to be the next hot thing for like a couple months now. He keeps saying it. He's like, yeah, dude, in a couple months, Mixer's just going to be like, Twitch is going to be, it's still going to always be a thing because it's Twitch, but he for some reason seems to think that Mixer's going to blow up sometime in the near future.
Maybe if they fix their
Maybe this
shit,
is what he
it
was
will,
predicting. I don't know.
Can I just say, like, Mixer, I cannot, like, edit my profile. I cannot view that shit.
Can you view your chat?
You
Really?
can. But,
Can
like...
you read
I
donations
would
and
sure
stuff?
hope so.
You can, yeah. You could read, like, chat and stuff like that. But, like, if I wanted to say, like, how I can go onto the dashboard on Twitch or YouTube and change, you know, what I'm playing and, like, descriptions and stuff like that, I can't do that on Mixer. There's not an ability... Mixer is almost like the Epic Game Store of streaming. My God.
You think they're gonna fix all that though? Now that he's a part of it?
They have to.
He'll single-handedly just fix it himself.
I stream a
Like, I
Mixer
got
just as a formality at this point.
I think that like, so at first it's gonna seem good because he kept saying like, oh, I'm gonna get back to my streaming roots and all this stuff, so he can actually just do what he wants. But he also has a guaranteed between 5 and 10 mil a year, depending on what you think. And not obviously, if people are switching to Mixer,
It's not including
not
subs
everyone
either.
has the free money, the free 10 mil a year. So
Yeah.
for him, it's back to his roots. But like, and I guess other big streamers who Microsoft decides to go out and sign, kind of. But for like everyone else, like if we were to stream on Mixer, obviously we're not going to have that
We're starting
guaranteed
over.
run.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's not like they're not going to pay us 10 mil a year to stream on their platform. So for me, if it's just like, it's going to seem really good at first, and people are going to realize the streaming site, like their agreement for what part they take is probably be like hard as Twitch for donations and things like that anyway. So
It's
I think
also
for
harder to be like verified on to like become affiliate on Mixer. You have to have like 2,000 followers as opposed to 50 on here on Twitch.
I did not know. That's
Yeah, I
a
didn't
lot.
know that either. That is a lot.
Because I'm the only fucker that streams on Mixer.
Yep.
I look into this
Do you
stuff.
think Ninja stays? Do you think financially? Obviously, he's set. But do you think eventually the numbers will probably start to decrease?
Oh, they will.
Or do you think his following is just going to go over to Mixer and it's going to stay the same? Or do you think he's ever going to come back to Twitch?
Well, did his length of his contract get announced that he has?
No, so he's going to be on there regardless, like whatever, however long that is. But
He's
after
got
the
guaranteed
fact.
money too.
Yeah.
So
So-
my 2 cents on this whole thing is like so I think it's personally like a win-win for everyone. All three parties involved. Because like with Mixer, they're getting a legitimate name. They're getting a big name in the industry as a person to be like, "Hey, you know, we got Ninja here, man. You know, why don't you come stream with us?" You know, and it also gives that clout, that legitimacy, almost like a Walker. You'll appreciate this, almost like a Cleveland Cavaliers thing when LeBron James was there, or Miami Heat when LeBron James was there, or the fucking Lakers when LeBron James was there, where he's like this big name and he's like, "Hey, dude, why don't you come over here?" You know, "Hey, Tin Tap Man, why don't you come over here?" So it can help bring other people, almost poach people over to Mixer. Which helps gain it, you know, more people watching. It's good for Ninja because he's making a fucking payday, and God bless that man. He puts in the time. He rises and grinds to that bread, You know, he just wants to get that bread. You know, that's what we all want.
Agreed.
And then it
Agreed.
it helps out Twitch because it's just one less big fish in a big pond. You know, yeah, Twitch is the number one. It holds 70% of the shares or whatever, 77% of the shares or what have you of the streaming marketplace. Yeah, but when you have huge names like that, you know, people tend to only go see them. So, yeah, maybe, you know, smaller channels, you know, might not get noticed. I mean, there is a chance because there's still a lot of traffic coming in, but the chances of you being on there is slim to none, like getting that exposure. Now with this big, like, continent-sized void in the YouTube streamers market, you know, or the Twitch streamer market, you know, it only, you know, can help trickle those people down to the others. It's almost like a trickle-down economy, if you will. Where now there's these people that are gone, and, you know, they're going to go find someone else. Like, the people who don't want to go to Mixer, they're just going to find someone else. You know, so it's helping out these other people. That's just at least my thoughts on the whole thing. Like, Twitch isn't hurting. Mixer gained a lot, and Ninja made a fucking payday. Guaranteed payday. So
Twitch might hurt in the way that because they take revenue from donations, like how many people donate to Ninja, that might hurt. But at the same time, they probably get so many donations from the other people that are not as big as Ninja, but like they're still huge streamers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're still making a lot of money, and they have Microsoft, or they have Amazon behind them.
That's
they have that Jeff Bezos money.
Do you think that they now, because Microsoft came in and now Ninja is exclusive to Mixer, like the first person to come out, I am only streaming on this. No streamer has ever said I'm specifically streaming on this platform. It's just been known they do it on Twitch, but I don't think it's ever been exclusive. Do you think Twitch now comes out and like tries to like, hey, why don't you become exclusive to Twitch?
Yeah, here's like
Tim the Tatman. You're now exclusively streaming.
Here's a 3-year deal of guaranteed money. You can only stream on Twitch for these 3 years. Or like, I'm more curious to see what YouTube's gonna do, if anything, because like
they don't give two shits.
YouTube doesn't really care about the creators.
Well, oh boy, they don't. But like, I'm curious because they want to, you know, be a bigger name in the streaming business. You know, they want to do that. They've been saying that they want to, you know, make YouTube not only the destination, because they got, you know, you can go to YouTube for your live TV now. You can go for on-demand stuff. You can watch fucking movies on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now it's like the only thing, and like they've been getting better at it. Because I'm gonna be honest, I like the interface on YouTube a hell of a lot more. Because I'm used to it. But YouTube wants to also be there for the streaming, you know, and they're there for the streaming of like non-gaming events, like big live events. They do a lot of the streaming of, but you know, it's like the gaming. They're kind of like not there. They're nowhere near like Twitch's level, and they never will be. But that's why they tried to buy Twitch. They tried to buy Twitch when it was for sale back after it stopped being Justin TV. After it split from that, and the federal courts was like, nah, that's a monopoly, dude. You can't do that. Even though they let fucking Disney do anything they fucking want. Just gonna fucking throw that out there. Just gotta throw shade. It ain't a podcast without me throwing shade on Disney in some sort.
Because what you were saying, like YouTube's gaming, like Evo currently is streaming to 213,000 people for this Smash Bros. Top 8 or whatnot. YouTube doesn't get those kind of numbers because, like, even I was watching League of Legends earlier. They don't have the rights to stream Riot things either. They can stream some ESL events, but those are every once in a while, where Twitch is constantly streaming all kinds of huge esports events.
Well, here, let me take a look real quick. You guys keep talking. I'm going to see if, like, what some of the more popular stuff on YouTube gaming is getting, like live streaming.
Minecraft. currently is the big thing again.
So
Speaking of-
Super Smash. Okay, so the number one thing on here is Fortnite at 31,000 people watching. That's it
On YouTube?
on YouTube. So it goes 31,000 for Fortnite, 16 for Free Fire, Ganera Free Fire, Smash Bros Ultimate at 9.9 thousand, League at 6. Is that a 6? My fucking eyesight's terrible. 6.9 thousand, and then PUBG Mobile at 6.2 thousand. So, yeah, like they don't have, you know, the same kind of clout. Oh hey, videos for my subscription. Here I am. Hey, yeah, it's just not the same. They're so small, even though they take up such a big share. They're still very small in like the scheme of things.
Which is why that question comes up. Like, do you think this is going to have a substantial effect on their little piece of the empire?
I mean, unless they do something. I mean, like, you know, Mixer fired the first shot.
Yeah.
Now, how are these other companies going to respond when the small dog is, you know, firing these huge fucking? That's like Kuwait firing intercontinental ballistic missiles at the U.S. and Russia. You know, so
YouTube comes out. Logan Paul is exclusively streaming on our channel.
Fuck no!
Hey, Jake Paulers.
God damn it! All right,
We're out here with the
10.
Low Gang, Maverick.
Did you guys watch their wedding?
We got the whole Team 10 here. We got Maverick. We got Jake. We got me, Logan. We got this dead guy here. We got that dead
I
rat.
got this dead guy. We even took out the tree stump to bring him
Yeah.
Did.
And then
Outside.
later he goes, "I'm sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't think it was. I thought, you know, I was trying to bring awareness to suicide." It's like fuck off.
Going on the random bar of our podcast, since we're talking about Jake Paul and Logan Paul here, Jake Paul just got married last weekend, which people think is fake. Tana
Mongu.
Tana Mongu. Which she
Tana
has-
Mongoose.
Oh.
I do not like her at all.
She has a show on MTV.
Does she really?
Yeah, it's called Tana Turning 21. Basically, it's just literally it's like a Kim Kardashian, not Kim Kardashian, keeping up with the Kardashians, because literally all it is, it's a camera following her around and talking about her life. Tana, for those who don't know, it's
Is
basically
she not 21 yet?
No, she just turned 21 a couple weeks ago.
God, I feel terrible.
She basically is a girl who dropped out of high school, basically became this superstar by like posting like really provocative pictures and stuff online. She didn't do anything like porn or anything.
So like Kim Kardashian.
She has story times, which were completely exaggerated stories, where most of the thumbnails were her crying.
Yeah.
People were like, "I love you, stay strong," and then she got a following.
Yep. Yeah, and so they got married over the weekend, and they streamed their wedding live on pay-per-view for $50 a buy.
Oh.
So their wedding.
You too can be part of the wedding.
I'm fucking.
They. Well, no, James, you're gonna want to hear this.
James is gone.
He's gonna want to hear this.
I hope 2 people bought it. Like,
No. So
I'm just. I sleep.
His headset just smacked him right in the face. So they said that it roughly hit their wedding cost about $750,000. Why, I don't know. I don't know if any celebrity senses were there, but
you didn't pay the
fact,
$50 to see it?
no, I didn't pay the $50 to see it. So I was waiting for you because I want to see this number, James.
What is it?
I want to see your reaction. So $50 a buy. Their wedding was $750,000, so they wanted at least like 50 people to see it, just because help him pay for it.
Yeah.
61,000 people bought this wedding. They made over $4 million streaming their wedding live, and it wasn't even like people stole it. Like the 60,000 people weren't like people watching it like on Twitch for free or whatever. No, 61,000 people legit bought this wedding and watched it live on pay-per-view. I think James is gonna have a heart attack.
The fuckers listening to this goddamn podcast in audio form cannot see how fucking red my face is getting right now.
No, it's...
I'm legitimately upset.
Why are you so mad at love?
I'm fucking mad at fucking two pieces of shit trying to monetize, a momentous occasion between, family.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
Guys, can you when I finally, kick the bucket, when, I don't know, Disney sends out their hit squad against me, can you guys, stream my funeral on pay-per-view?
Yes, I will 100%
Just
do that.
stream that shit on pay-per-view. Stream my funeral. Make it a big thing. Get it $100 a pop. Fucking,
Yeah.
I just want
When
to...
I saw that, I was like... my mind was blown. Yeah.
Apparently, people are getting refunds as well.
Yeah, because
are
the quality was trash.
They
was such a
couldn't
shitty
even
wedding.
make it good quality?
Yeah,
Nah.
they couldn't hear, and they couldn't hear. The visual was all blurry, and it was awful.
They didn't do it as good as well as Kim and Ray J.
Yeah.
They just...
I
Also-
didn't see it, so I don't know what people were talking about in a sense, but a lot of people complained that so like Apple and Google and stuff were giving people their money back because because they couldn't either watch it or they couldn't hear it.
How are you gonna mess up?
Yeah.
I'm currently looking at the pictures to see how bad it was.
What the second they said "I do," and they went to go kiss each other, and it's all, and there's your speculations and your conspiracy theories that it's all set up and staged. Someone ran up to Jake and Tana and threw a glass of champagne on both of them, and the guy got kicked out. Yeah.
Well, I would hope he got kicked out.
That seems just like what a Paul
That
wedding
is
would
what
be
a Paul would do!
like. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
fucking Jake Paul's dad gonna try to fuck Tana Montague now?
He wasn't there.
Well,
We're
good, 'cause he
sure
would be
they've already
fucking her.
done that.
He'd probably, yeah.
Yeah. No,
I am at a loss. I'm legitimately at a loss for words. Like, the anger inside of me is
Is
just...
her name Tana Paul now, or did she
Yeah,
keep
she
mongoose?
changed. No, it's on Twitter. She changed it to Paul. I've been trying to
Okay.
follow this because right now, they were supposed to go on a honeymoon.
Don't you have better things to do with your life?
No,
I
this
don't.
is
This
this
is-
is now what
this is
I'm
news.
dedicating my life to.
This is news because it's so stupid that I want to figure out if it's real or not.
It's like Stuber.
Yeah,
It's so
exactly
stupid.
It's so stupid. You have to know what the fuck's going on. So there's videos of them after the wedding because their wedding got shut down by the police because I guess it was too crazy. They walked out, but they went two different directions. He went with his people, and she went with hers. And the next morning, he left to go to Ibiza.
What is it?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Ibiza's a place.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is that?
Thanks for the sub, aim, right?
Isn't it Spain?
What's up, bro?
If I'm not mistaken.
It's 3 months
Yeah,
in a
that's
row,
why it's
dog.
pronounced like Ibiza because
Ibiza.
they don't say Z's.
Yeah, Ibiza.
They have a lift.
It's like in Spain. So he went there. She's still here. Supposedly this is supposed to be their honeymoon. So they're not together. She posted something on Twitter about how she had a family emergency, so she can't be there, but she'll get there as soon as she can. So then that draws conspiracies and all this other shit. But it's intriguing. Like, I want to know. I want to get to the bottom of this. Jake Paul, if you're listening, we want you on we want you on this podcast.
No,
Interview you.
yeah, no, please, come on this fucking podcast so I can speak my goddamn mind. Please.
We want to interview
Right to
you.
your
I want to
fucking
tell you how
stupid face.
ridiculous that one cross earring looks in
Oh,
your
yeah.
wedding photos.
So he wore a 1930s gangster outfit to the wedding.
I'm gonna fucking
he-
kill this motherfucker. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I wanna fucking talk to this dude.
He cut the cake with like a 6-foot sword. Cut it in half.
That's
Oh yeah, they got a Game of Thrones replica sword.
Yeah, and he just split the cake in half.
well, that's pretty cool.
Have you ever met ever seen someone that you've never actually interacted with in like your entire life? You've never interacted with them. You don't know anything about him. Like Jake Paul, outside of, I can fucking guarantee it's not this, but off camera, Jake Paul could be the nicest human being in the fucking planet.
Yeah, but it's the
I
shit that you
still want to punch him in the face.
Right
I
in the
want
mouth.
to just knock this fucker out.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's
You better watch his back.
You better
Yeah, I
watch
know,
his
right?
back. Oh, this fucking short, fat Italian motherfucker is gonna come after him.
Jumping out of a bush wearing a monkey costume.
Yeah, I'll come at him like a, I don't know.
Nah, I'm with you, man. I mean,
I'll come at him like a.
Uh,
I don't know, dude. I'll come.
I
at
don't
him.
know.
you could
we'll
come
figure,
out of
we'll figure something out.
a lot of
figure
options,
something out.
really, when you think about it.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. But yeah, that's a sidebar note there, going off on a random tangent about Jake and Tana Paul's wedding. Anyways, getting back to the news. Do you want to keep going, James? You want me to go over something?
I'm sorry, but hold on. I'm gonna.
You take a minute?
I just need to take a minute first, because this one dude in my chat just sent me the weirdest fucking video on YouTube, and I have to look at it for a while. So,
figure out
alright,
what's going
all right, it's like 2 hours and 43 minutes.
Wow, fuck.
Danger Mouse, a
Holy.
mouse for all seasons, 2019. Yeah, thank you. That's getting well. Oh, hold on, wait, no, that could be. That I mean, it could be incredibly racist. I'm not liking that shit, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it later, off stream, and then if it's
There you go.
good, I will report back.
on.
Okay, here we go. Monster Hunter Iceborne, the game that I'm waiting for. It finally has a rough release date for PC, the expansion to Monster Hunter World. It's set to come out somewhere in January on PC, as opposed to next month on consoles. It is a new month, so we have new free games from Microsoft and Sony. Let's take a look at Sony right now, because they actually got some pretty good bangers here. Hopefully they don't change it to some fucking David Cage game like last month. This month we will have Wipeout HD. It's a remaster, the Wipeout HD Fury expansion, and Wipeout 2048. So 3 Wipeout games that are really good. Just kind of like an F-Zero almost. They're pretty fun. And then we're also getting Sniper Elite 4, which is a really good game as well. So yeah. And then Xbox On. What are we getting? 'Cause we got a what?
Exactly.
A fucking
I'm
cricket game?
intrigued.
Ash's
Oh,
Cricket.
dude, I'm on it.
We're
I'm
getting
on
a cricket
it. I'm
game
it.
on Xbox. It's got a
Can I
7
get
from
it on
GameStop.
It's gonna
PC
be amazing.
version of Xbox.
Probably. In Pandemic for Xbox One. Downwell is coming to PC. Then August 8th, we get Jackbox Party Pack 2. Space Hulk. Or Jackbox Party Pack 2 is going to be on PC, and Space Hulk Tactics on PC. And Slay the Spire will come August 14th for both Xbone and PC. Coolio. Nintendo is going to offer free trials for their online subscription with people with their online subscription. So I think this week, it said, if you have Nintendo Online for your Switch, you can play Mario Tennis Aces for free. You could try that out. Mario Tennis Aces is really good. I loved it. Okay. So, it's a little bit of a serious time, folks.
It's time to talk about Pokemon stuff.
No, a little bit more serious.
Pokemon Go, more specifically, I hope.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Real talk here. There's been a lot of shit going down in our country right now.
Now.
Past few days, we've had some pretty big shootings.
I heard about one of them.
The El Paso and Dayton.
I heard about the one at the Walmart. I didn't know there was another one that went down.
Okay.
Yeah, Dayton was today.
Yeah, Dayton was today. Yeah, a lot of people lost their lives. It's terrible. Terrible situation we're living in. But not going to get on the topic of that. What I am going to get on the topic of is Fox News needs to stop. Because they're blaming video games for this shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, I told my mom today because she texted me about it, and she said the person was 23. I immediately said, how many people are gonna blame video games because the person's young?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
So you have places Fox News, and then the Republican senator of, I think was it Ohio or Arizona or Texas?
Did I not realize
I
how
think
big
Texas.
that demographic is?
Yeah.
Like, that is such a huge demographic anymore. Like,
Yeah, it's
not like it was back in the day.
No, and it's not like it's not like people don't know about, like, video games are still a scary thing. That not ooh, what is a video game? I know about the Marios, but what about the the Dooms and stuff? What is that? This ain't Columbine anymore. This is 2019. People need to stop putting this shit as a fucking scapegoat. And, get to the real issue. So, it's obvious, these people are mentally unstable. They had access to guns. They just so happen to play video games. You don't see people anymore talking about, someone shooting another person over watching Catcher in the Rye. Or reading Catcher in the Rye. Or listening to Metallica. You don't see that shit anymore. Video games are the new scapegoat. Yep. Even, like, Fox News had this one guy on the morning show. This is about the El Paso. In the El Paso, Texas Walmart. Ted Williams, he's a criminal defense attorney. Was asked to respond because the guy was like the Fox News person, Ted Williams, I think it was. He said basically I'm just gonna do the shorthand and like the blunt version of it. Video games are the reason this dude shot all these people. And criminal defense attorney Ted Williams clapped back and said, "It's rare that video game players act out like this." So at least someone has, the fucking, smarts to show up on Fox News and be like, "Nah, fam, you're not entirely right about this."
I'm surprised they didn't censor that out.
I'm surprised too. Well, it's live. They couldn't.
Goddamn Grand Theft Auto.
Right?
Yeah, so reasons Ron Bailey has written regularly about studies continuing to show no relations between video game violence and real-world aggression. So we've had a ton of different, important people in, not just, we're not even talking about, like, the entertainment industry or anything like that. We're talking about people that are on way smarter leagues than any of us, who are, their job is writing fucking papers and getting published.
Yeah, but the Republican Party tried to ban the use of science words that people wouldn't understand, so...
True.
So what do you expect? Yeah.
Goddamn Donald Trump. Sorry,
yeah, they banned the Center for Disease Control.
Sorry, I had to do that straight.
Yeah.
I follow the pumpkin, man.
The thing that kills me, it's like, we're not gonna get political about what we do here, but it's not Donald Trump's fault. Everyone keeps saying, "God damn it, Trump! How dare you?" Like, okay, he's not the one that went to these places and did this.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
Like,
100%.
Like, People, and the thing is, though, people like, I know why they're blaming him, but they're also doing it for like the wrong reasons too. Like you caused this. Like, no, he didn't. He's not the one that made the kid go to the Walmart.
Plus,
and
it's not like shootings only started happening the past 3 years. They've been.
No.
It's been like the U.S. has increased in like shootings every single year. It's not. It's a like upward trajectory. It's not solely caused by.
No. I will say there was a statistic though. 290 mass shootings have gone on this year
in the U.S. alone.
And I wonder how many of those psychotropics were involved.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into that. We won't talk about that because
No.
I guess we're not political. We don't
Yeah, that's true.
We're not a political
get into that kind of
podcast.
stuff.
You guys aren't, and we're not a podcast, so.
So
Just
that's for a different podcast. I mean, we haven't started yet, but we will.
Walker, is that for a special episode of the podcast where we talk about Dragon Ball Super? Are we gonna get
And
political?
mass shootings in the U.S.
Yeah, are we gonna get
Mixed.
political during the Dragon Ball Super podcast?
We go to the highs when we talk about Dragon Ball Super, then we get political, and like, okay, now back to Dragon Ball. Okay, let's go back to political. Okay.
Yeah, so
like,
this scene with Goku and Vegeta, it really reminds me of the mass shooting that took place in 1937.
Columbine?
In 1937, back in Worcestershire, Texas. It was really a rough
remember the
time back
Columbine
then.
shootings, man, Frieza really did a number on those people. It kind of reminded me. It's like so bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh my god.
See, I made a fake one, so it wasn't as bad.
That's true. I went
Worcestershire,
there.
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went right there with it. Yeah, that was my.
All right,
Bad
since
boy.
we're already here, who here has played Super Columbine RPG? Raise your hand.
What?
Am I really the only fucking person that's played this game?
I think you are, bro. I think you
I
are.
played we talked about it last week or something. The JFK one.
JFK Assassination? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a real game?
It's a hard-ass game.
Oh, it got banned like the day because what happened was the game got released and you could win $1 million if you got 100% on the game, and the 100% was you had
It
to
was
time
reenacted.
the shooting you had to basically reenact it shot for shot. You had to time the shot perfect. You had to land the perfect way. The bullet had to go in the perfect trajectory, angle, everything, and it scored it. And if you got 100%, you won $1 million. Yeah, before anybody could win $1 million, it got banned. But Steam, I think it's on Steam still, isn't it, or no?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I
but-
feel like it's probably like that's one of the games where it's gonna get banned as soon as it's released.
Yeah, so a bunch of people were able to torrent it. That's how most people have it, was through the torrents.
I got it from itch.io.
But there was an actual website. You went to the website and you downloaded it, and that shit got taken down fast because he was advertising it like crazy, like win $1 million, assassinate JFK perfectly, and you win $1 million. Like, yeah,
Who developed it that they have $1 million just to like throw out there?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I don't know if they actually had $1 million or they were.
Oh,
just
it was
like,
probably just like a bullshit thing, like Advent
Backed by
Rising.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
It's like Advent Rising all over again.
Oh yeah. It's like the Fire Fest of video games. It's there. It sounds nice, but is it true?
Yep. All right, so on to lighter notes. Let's get away from this hot button issue. Let's just poke that away with our 50-foot pole. Evo is going on right now. Actually,
That's
it is
true.
going on right now. It'll be done by the time this podcast is posted. We have some news that happened at Evo.
Blah.
Dragon Ball FighterZ is a very popular game. My boy Sonic Fox lost. That's a damn shame, but you know what? He's still one of the best fucking fighters in the world. But we've got news of some new characters coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ. We got Janemba and another fucking Goku. Gogeta Super
too many
Saiyan
of
God Super Saiyan.
I like it.
Got another fucking Goku. Like half of that damn roster is just Gokus.
can never have too many Gokus.
You
I
can.
think they need to add more, honestly.
I can't
there's
dunk
100%
that many
not enough.
Gokus.
You guys remember when we all used to be Gokus?
Always.
Never. I
That
was
a good time.
I was a Yamcha. They also announced SNK Playmore announced that King of Fighters 15 is now in development. All we've got was a logo and said now in development. So good on you guys. And
You
also
gotta keep the suspense up.
no, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get right. You gotta set the release for the teaser to tease the release date. You gotta tease the teaser that's gonna tease the release date.
Oh yeah.
And finally, we got some news on new characters coming out for Soul Calibur 6. They announced Season 2. Soul Calibur 6 is adding Cassandra. And then the big fucking news, the huge news that rocked the EVO world. Hawamaru from Samurai Showdown is joining Soul Calibur. He's the box art guy, for those who don't know. Guy with the long hair and the katana. I'm hyped. I love Sam's show and I love Soul Calibur, so can't go wrong with either one of those.
I haven't played Soul Calibur since I got dominated in every aspect by James.
Yeah, I remember. That was one of the... Do you still have my Kratos statue, by the way?
It was sick.
So back on the when we used to record a lot more.
You mean those glorious statues?
Yes, that I got at GameStop in their clearance bin for $5.
What was this? What was this statue from winning? I won something. Was it NHL?
It was from NHL and I think also Mario Party. I think it was NHL. Then I won it back. You thwamped.
I won NHL like 20-3.
Yeah. Then I won it back in Soul Calibur, and then you won it again in I think Mario Strikers.
Oh yeah, that was I played Mario Strikers a lot as a child.
Yeah. So So I'm gonna have to maybe we'll play like Mario Baseball or something like that.
Oh, you mean our draw that took half an hour?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We did play that. Shit. All right,
we played Mario Baseball for half an hour, and we tied 0-0. No one scored
It was
a run.
embarrassing. It was embarrassing. All right, I'll kick your ass in like Virtual Fighter 5 or something like that, or Virtual Fighter 4. So, do you guys have any news? Anything else before we get on to releases?
Pokemon stuff.
Sure, let's do
Go
it.
ahead.
Okay, so yeah, man, there's been a whole bunch of stuff going on in the world of Pokemon. We've been having a good time running around doing stuff in it. So, like, within the last couple of weeks, there's been a number of interesting little pieces of development. One of them are Shadow Pokemon. So I think we touched base on this just a tiny bit last week. But basically, Team Rocket has entered into the Pokemon sphere. And they're running around, and guess what they're doing?
Shadowing a Pokemon.
Yep. Or as some might call it, butt stuff with Pokemon. So they're doing the butt stuff with the Pokemon, which make them all purple and upset, and they hurt, apparently. And so how it works, man, is those Pokemon stops?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's black and wiggly, that means there's a Team Rocket Bro there. And as you walk closer to it, a Team Rocket Bro actually appears. And when you spin the stop and you grab the loot, it basically steals your stuff. And then the Team Rocket dude's like, bro,
Bruh.
what are you going to do about it?
Bruh.
Bruh.
Right? So you can choose to basically battle him, and they throw three random Pokemon at you. Typically they're themed, so it'll be like, these Pokemon are like, just because they're normal doesn't mean they're something, you know what I mean? Or like, I hope you can handle the heat, so you know it's like a fire patch. And then after you defeat the 3 Pokemon, one of them remains, and you can catch it, and then you have a dark Pokemon, which is kind of cool because some of them look really neat. Like the dark Dratini looks pretty cool, but there's only so many different ones. There's like a Rattata, like I said, there's a Zubat, the Dratini. There's a handful. Well, it just so happens they added a number of more, like a Hondu's in there. I caught one of those. Let's see what they got here. They added the Poliwag, the Grimer, the Muck, Drowsy, Hypno, Cubone, Scyther, Magikarp, Houndour, Houndoom, and Ralts.
You should have said that
was
in.
my favorite Pokemon for so long.
Which one?
Scyther.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I got a lucky one when I was in, or I got a shiny one when I was in Erie. I was hanging out with James when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's also Snorlax. That's what Chi says in the chat here. There's Snorlax. There's a bunch of them. But
You should have said you should have listed off all those Pokemon's names into like the beat of the Pokemon rap.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Right?
Snorlax, YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. So like, but that's the second wave. Like, and they had some before that. And playing on that with the Ralts yesterday was Community Day, and it was the Ralts, which is a little mushroom head looking dude, but you can evolve it 3 times into one of the most powerful psychic Pokemon in the game. And so during Community Days, like 1 million of them appear all over the place, and you have chances to catch basically shiny ones. So my friend, like I was saying earlier, my lady, she's walking around freaking with the tablet, my phone, and her phone, because I had to work all day, and our buddy Justin had to work. We're like a team of 4 of us that go out and destroy. We're the Pokemon Torok Pokemon hunters, like for sure. And then on top of that, there was also the Rayquaza returns to raids. Now this one is like a little bit old news, kind of. It took place last week, but the legendary Rayquaza, which is a giant dragon-looking thing,
Who quells the heart of Kyogre and
Sure. Groudon.
Groudon, yeah.
Glad you guys know the lore. I have no idea. I just know the
Joseph,
new
whatever
shiny one
happened
looks
to
awesome.
all your Pokemon knowledge, dude?
Yo, it's been a minute for me.
Dude, they've added so much to it. It's such a good time now. Or I don't know, because I remember playing it a long time ago and it kind of sucked. And now I have a lot of fun with it. And starting tomorrow is the special gift event, which starts tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Let's see, Monday, August 5th from 1 p.m. to August 19th, 1 p.m. All eggs received from gifts during the event will require only 2 kilometers to walk in order to hatch them. But when they hatch, they will have 7-kilometer egg Pokemon in them. There's also a chance to acquire a shiny Sudowoodo, the pre-evolved version of the Sudowoodo, which is like
Nice.
there's a name. I don't know where its name is. It's in here somewhere. Bonsley. And then on top of that, you're also going to be able to the number of gifts you can open daily increases to 30, and the number you carry increases to 20. So that's going to be cool. So for the next 2 weeks, ideally, like, people are going to send. So this is my GP for the next basically 2 weeks. We're going to start walking more.
Well, I mean, that's usually a good start for Pokemon
Yeah.
Go.
So, because basically, dude, we're going to be opening gifts and hatching eggs like crazy because some of the rarest ones pop out. My lady Chi has unlimited Pokemon knowledge. So that's what I got going on this coming up week too, by the way, is some Pokemon stuff. Which I've been trying to think of a way to like maybe record and share that stuff because it's funny, man. We have a good time.
Get a GoPro and just return it.
She says you're gonna start walking. We're not.
That's funny.
Because the poor lass can't walk. Her leg is broken right now.
What's the rarest Pokemon?
I have no idea. I've only been playing for a couple months. The thing is, they come around in waves. Like, apparently this guy, this Rayquaza, was around a while ago, a long time ago, and he's actually a super sought after one. But the one before this was a Mewtwo, an armored Mewtwo. So, like, Chi's saying that Mew is the rarest one.
Okay.
Just the regular Mew. Yeah, I've only gotten one, and that was in a research thing. So, but they got all kinds, man. Remember in the game when you would go up and down the coast and collect the missing numbers?
Missing no.
Yeah, missing no? They're even in it, bro. They're super rare, but they're in there. You can get them every
I
once in a
think
while.
when I last played Pokemon Go, I just found Pidgeys everywhere.
So you just gave up?
Yeah, and I was actually in a theater at one point, and they were doing a play of the Middle East, and there happened to be a Pidgey on the middle of the map that said Baghdad, and I took a picture of it because I was like, this is the weirdest place to ever find a Pidgey, just like sitting next to the name Baghdad on the stage. That was like the last time I played Pokemon Go.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's fun. I have a lot of fun playing it. I've met a whole bunch of people hitting up these parks and stuff because there's the regulars that play all the time. You know, like we now know most of the people that walk around with 3 phones in their hands. You know what I mean?
An exclusive club.
Yeah, and it's funny because I find myself like rudely as I walk past people and they're on their phone. I'm like,
That's funny.
You fuckers playing Pokemon, dude? Can I bond with you guys?
I know, right?
Hey, can I
Or
bond
like
with you guys?
or you got a gym that's being attacked. You walk over and you sit down and you're like, what you guys doing over here? Attacking my gym? You know what I mean? I don't know, it's fun. There's a lot of shit talk too that happens. It's a good time. Plus like I'm not super active in any community. I just try to mind my own business most of the time. But she's super active in the Discord community, so like she'll be like, all right, dude, we got like 8 people meeting up at this place, so we'll jump in the car and we'll be driving along and then we'll pass she hates yellow gyms. She is not a fan of the yellow team. So we'll be driving along at 110 miles an hour and she'll just whip a U-turn. Fucking the car does a 360 barrel roll, lands on its wheels right at the yellow gym, and then she's like, everyone attack. So we like tear the gym apart. And then
Yellow team for life.
Yeah, dude. Fucking driving up on people's porches and shit.
It's fucking
crazy.
hilarious.
Drive right into their kitchen, like.
Well, I bought her one of those Go Catch 'em things. Those Pokemon bracelet things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, the Go Pluses.
Yeah. So that
This is the Go Plus that tracks your sleep.
Fuck off.
For safety. so she can rise on the road now.
Yep.
She's over here typing in my chat right now.
That's funny.
So you're like, who the fuck is taking my gym? You're right, you do scare me with your driving. To save his own life. Yes, I bought her the thing to save my own life.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Admirable of yourself.
It's very fun though. We have a great time most of the time. Sometimes driving really does scare me though.
Oh, I bet.
Like in my
It can't. How?
my
So
soul.
you can't play it when you're driving though. It doesn't register.
Not if you're driving slow enough.
Not if you're Chi, bro.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Not if you're Chi.
I've seen pictures
She's
where
like-
it's like it's meant to be played while walking, and it's saying you're going too fast, and this person's like, "I'm sitting on the toilet right now. Like, how am I going too fast?"
Yeah, I try to cheat when I was trying to level up my Pokemon. I'd drive my car and try to drive around, but then I didn't. I did it for the longest time, not realizing that nothing was being tracked. I'm like, I just wasted all that fucking gas. Son of a bitch. Do you have anything? Any more Pokemon news? I got some stuff.
No. I want to know when the next community day is so I can fucking request it off.
There you go.
Because I'm not. That sucked. I was so mad, and I think I've almost mastered the trading strategy, right? So like,
Yeah.
I can store 1,400 Pokemon.
That's a lot of
That's the amount
Pokemon.
That is ridiculous. Most people that have been playing forever only like 900. I don't need more than 900. I consider myself the stockpiler of our group. So like basically, there's these things called lucky Pokemon, and you can only get them from trading with your buddies. And when you got a lucky Pokemon, at the minimum, it's IV or it's attack, health, and stamina. At minimum, it's going to be is a 12, 12, 12 with a max of 15, 15, 15. And when you acquire a lucky one, like each Pokemon is at a certain level when you catch it, and you can spend an in-game currency called Stardust and some of the candies you get from catching them to level it up. And so like I got this strategy down where basically I just collect every single thing and then I don't delete anything. I just trade everything because the lucky Pokemon are worth so much more because it costs half of the Stardust to do it. And we're talking like to level up something a really high level can be 10,000 Stardust, and you're only getting 100 Stardust every time you catch one of these damn things. So it could be like 10,000 Stardust and like 8 candies to pump it up. So getting the lucky ones are totally worth it because they're not only super powerful, in power, but they're usually cheaper to power up. So that's what I do. I have a ridiculous amount. Right now in my phone I have... It's loading.
It's loading. Hey, is it loading?
1,088 at the moment. It's a lot of damn Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Let me see what this. Yeah, and 100,000 Stardust for a new move. There's one specific one. They're not almost none of them. Like that's the first one I ever seen that was that much. That's that Dioxys thing. She says, obviously he isn't me. Hers gets tracked. She says she's magic. That's why it all works. Right. She got me a bunch of shinies too. She got me a handful of shinies while I was working. But yeah, that's lots and lots of candies. Yeah, that's about it though as far as I'm looking forward to the next community day because I want to tear that shit up. And then and we're actually going out tomorrow raiding hopefully with caravans of 7 cars.
Jesus
Seven
Christ.
cars. What
Dude,
the?
You got a small army there.
Yeah.
Dude, that's nothing. I'm telling you, man. All right, so say like it's the first day that the super rare appears, right? The Discord group is like literally on fire. People are going ham on that shit. There will be like 4 groups. No, not what am I saying? 4 groups. There'll be like 6 groups of 12 cars each, and they go and like there's like Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, and then they all go. And they like take turns capturing all, like, you know what I mean? Like doing their business. It's fucking crazy, dude.
I clearly missed out on the Pokemon Go community.
I know.
You're
And like
sleeping
I
on
used
it.
to hate that game. That game used to be so dumb to me.
It was terrible when it first started.
Well, dude, what was it? It was basically like digital geocaching, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it was. You walked around and you just collected. But now you can fight each other. You can power them up. There's like a bunch of different ways of fighting. There's people that do like leagues. There's actually leagues. You know, when somebody told me there was a league, you know what came to my brain?
League of
It reminded
Legends?
me of, no, not at all. Could you imagine? All right, so we've seen those movies where it's like Step Up.
Yeah.
Are you seriously going to compare this to like Step It Up?
Pokemon Go is the same as Step Up.
That's a Step Up movie, dude. Like these characters are all serious.
No,
right? Like,
no, okay, hold
think
on,
of the guild.
no, at
the
least,
guild
at
mixed
least,
with Step Up.
at
right?
least compare it to fucking Drumline. A good movie.
No,
No.
because that's
Drumline
too
was special.
official.
Drumline was
Yeah,
That's
they-
too official. No, it's like underground, bro. It's like Fight Club.
okay.
man.
So this is like Step It Up 3, where it
Step
is
It Up 3
underground.
Pokemon.
I'll give you
Pokemon
Step
Go
It Up
edition.
2.
Right. So like, you know what I mean? Like, that's funny. My audience went from 7 to 3 instantly. I don't think anybody else is feeling the Pokemon Step Up, but like Fight Club, really, man. There's like these little groups of people that they're all about just fucking fighting each other and battling for supremacy, and there's a whole different strategy you're catching and everything else when you're in that area, like type of fighting. And
The first rule of
there's kids.
Pokemon
Oh,
Go is you
Christ.
don't talk about Pokemon Go.
I know that's not real.
I think that's awesome though that it like brought together that sort of community where just cars of people are just going out to all battle each other and just mess around.
Yeah, dude, it's been actually a great time. I mean, the one time my lady brought a bunch of tacos. She just made tacos, tons of tacos, and brought them to the park because like there's a few areas where like specific people that are always there. You know what I mean? Like there's this the park that would be where you guys are. That'd be like Perry Square.
Mhm.
There's a park like that there, and there's always like a group of people chilling there. And like she brought tacos for everybody. I came one day and they had air fryers in the middle of the
What?
park. In the middle of the park, they were making chicken wings and shit in the air fryer, bro. I don't even know how they were powering it. I walked away to go catch some shit before I seen how they lit it up, but let's see what she says here. Lots of candies. There's also, they are also nice. The community is very kind, nice, and assholes.
They're
She
kind,
says you
nice,
can-
and assholes.
She says you can even sell accounts. That's a different thing.
Yeah, well,
And then-
you can sell accounts for any game at this point.
Right. And then there's also the shadier side of it, like spoofing and all this other stuff. We have one guy that has like for community day he had like a bazillion because he would move from time zone to time zone to time zone to time zone. It's just like you
Using
cheating son
that
of a
that
bitch.
NordVPN, am I right?
I don't know what he's doing. He's doing some kind of. I don't even want to know. I'm not. That's not. He got over 100. 100 what? Shinies? Yeah, he got over 100 shinies. That's stupid. That's stupid. He's
stupid.
Fired. That's belligerent. You man. You can't even. How are you gonna? Like, you can't even be subtle about that.
No.
Not 100. Like, oh, and you didn't cheat somehow. Like, get out.
Bethesda, get on them.
He's cool though. He's funny.
Have them write him
a
make him write like a long essay of why he's not going to do it again.
He's 20-year-old shinies. That's stupid. Yeah, man. But it's fun. Like you said, it is amazing how it's brought so many people together. And like, I have some friends right now that I've been. They're like the first people I met because our mall has like 5 Pokestops right in one spot and a gym chilling there. And every once in a while, I go out and there's these 2 people that are sitting there in the chair, and they're always there, you know. So I've made friends with them, and they're moving now back to Texas, and you know, it's just. And he actually runs a Warhammer YouTube channel and stuff.
Huh? That's an
It's like,
expensive
nice.
hobby.
It is an expensive hobby.
Warhammer's
Rather
stupid
than Pokemon.
expensive.
Well, Pokemon's becoming expensive. Yeah, damn these. I have to admit, I have spent a couple dollars in this game.
How much is a couple?
Yeah.
They do a good job at getting money out of you. Well, let's just say like, I don't know, because you can also get in-game currency by going to gyms and doing things. Not much though. You can get 50. You can get 50 in-game currency a day if you put a Pokemon in a gym. The new shiny is Poliwag. It's coming out tomorrow. Wow, that's crazy. Fucking Chi, my girl, she spent over $200 so far.
That's it.
I don't even want to know. Are you serious? We've only been playing for like 2 months, bro.
Bro, I've dropped probably about a good like $500 on Warframe.
I have a knife in Counter-Strike worth $300, so I feel it.
I spent $300 on a Japanese PlayStation 2 that I've played like 4 times.
I'm not even talking to you guys for the rest of the night. I'm going.
I spent money on the game Choices. Basically, girl, and you can pick whether or not if you want to date a different guy and you want to be a lesbian or
Sounds like
bang
my
different
kind of game.
dudes. Fun game.
I'm into this game. I want it.
Is that
Send
mobile
me the
game?
link.
It is.
Did I do
Choices,
that
yeah.
on a stream? Did I stream that game? Because I know I streamed one of those
I know you
games.
streamed something like it, but like to get like the fancy dress to get like your points and stuff up to like make you more attractive, you gotta basically like use diamonds and get diamonds. You pay money, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm
It's
doing it.
literally real life.
Christ.
I
It
think
is.
I
What
played
game is
that.
this? What game?
It's a mobile game called Choices. Basically,
Oh.
whatever choice you make changes the game. It's kind of like Life is Strange almost, except it's mobile.
Don't compare it to Life is Strange.
Dude, she's saying she spent over $400 in Warframe. I've never even played
Warframe's
Warframe.
great.
Why would what would you
Warframe would
what do you spend if
Different dolls.
You're making me
Different dolls?
Different dolls and different swords, dude. Maybe a little pupperino. I've spent some money. I've dropped some serious cash on my pupper in that game.
You gotta groom your pet, whether it's real or in a video game. You gotta make
Exactly.
sure your pets.
I gotta take it out of stasis, dog.
She says BitLife is like that. It's cosmetic. I spent a lot on dogs and cats. There's dogs and cats in that game?
I know there's dogs.
I want an English bulldog.
Well, it's kind of like a weird dog. It has like a bat nose.
A bat nose?
Yeah.
So it's more like a pug.
Yeah, but like more cooler.
I don't know, pug. You guys are spending $400 on some pugs.
Not even a real pug
Yeah,
either.
not even a real one. Like I can't get any
Bats.
satisfaction. Like this pug won't be like breathing heavy next to my face while I'm asleep, or like just breathing heavily while it's just sitting down.
See, I would feed my dog a bunch of Doritos and then do that. Fall asleep to the sweet smell of hot dog Dorito breath. Look, it's a Kavats. What is that? Does that mean anything?
What was
to
that? I'm
Warframe
sorry.
Players? Kavats, Kavats.
Yeah, that's the puppers.
Okay, that's what she says. She says, and forget the dog's name. I don't know.
I thought that was the puppers.
You know what game has taken quite a bit of my money though? I'll admit.
What?
The Simpsons Tapped Out. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That game, I got hooked on that game. There's a few mobile games that I got super hooked on.
Do you
There's
get-
the Simpsons Tapped Out. The Fallout game got me.
Do you guys ever remember the Family Guy MMO?
MMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was like where you built buildings in a city.
No.
And stuff.
This was
Was
like
there an actual Family Guy MMO?
yeah, think of it like a World of Warcraft or like a Final Fantasy 14, but you were just
Get
running
outta
around
here.
Quahog. And you would see Peter.
That's awful.
Was this like a knockoff game or a
No,
licensed
like an
game?
official, like Seth MacFarlane slapped his stupid face slapped on it, being like, "Yeah, this is approved." They called it so. The marketing for this fucking game, they called it the world's first MMO LOL. Massively multiplayer or MMLOL, massively multiplayer laugh out loud.
How many players did this have?
Oh, probably like
Like-
6. And I was one of those
funny.
6. Okay, so it was browser based.
Oh, good.
It didn't even have a fucking client to download. That just shows the quality. This is back when I was like, you know, a young kid, you know, it was like, oh man, I think Family Guy's the funniest show on TV. This is before I grew a brain. Family Guy's the funniest show on TV. I'm gonna
Before
play
I had
this,
a
and I like video games.
Yo,
I
I
like-
like American Dad so much more than Family
It's so
Guy.
much. It's better. It's facts.
I didn't know if that was an unpopular opinion.
Stone
or
tablet statements right there.
What was that?
That's crazy, man. People can drop a lot of money into these games.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a sickness.
Yeah. Well, they
It's a
definitely know how to
disease.
do it. I mean, it's a mathematical equation. How we get the money out of their pockets? Well, let's
How do
figure
we
it
get
out.
the
Haven't you ever
whales?
seen that South Park episode about the addiction to mobile games? It's like they say it's like the alcohol business where they make their most money off alcoholics, but
Mhm.
their most money off people addicted to like spending money on games.
Yeah, I got a new mobile game. Gundam. It's a new Gundam game. Gundam Breakers or something like that. And I know damn well I'm going to be shelling out the money for this fucking game so I can get all the Gundams that I want. I already knew. I
need this
signed
one,
up for
and now
this.
I gotta catch them all.
And then-
James won't be here next week. He's selling his setup to
Yeah, guys.
his Gundam.
Yeah, guys.
session.
I can't do the
Yeah.
podcast anymore. I kind of sold all my setups for
I've given up
for
on
Gundam.
all that.
I'm going to be a Gundam streamer now.
It's because you're cool. That's what all the cool kids are doing. Ay, baby.
Walker, you're looking intense. Like, just
I know,
you're
what-
putting all your effort into staring at this one
He
thing.
found something.
All right, I think he wants to speak,
No.
so let's get off the Pokemon Go topic. If there's anything else, Jeff.
No, I was
No, but
filling out
I think that covers it. I
He's-
think that's all the Pokemon
he's just, like,
Go I
looking
know
there, he's
about
just
for
like-
now.
No, this is
I'm about to catch a
mind-
Kyogre right now.
like
Okay.
mind-numbing 25-page assessment that I'm filling out for.
Okay.
Yeah, what pineapple?
But I know I know for a fact that I filled this out before. But
So you guys remember Toontown?
So quick news on my end. Movie news, which we completely forgot to start with.
Dude,
What
Hobbs
did
and
it, how
Shaw,
much money did Disney make today?
Still
Oh,
a ton. Hobbs and Shaw, the Fast and Furious spin-off, did $60 million. Sorry.
I was gonna say 60,000.
60,000.
Jesus, what a flop!
Yeah, yes. $60 million. It is the sixth best Fast franchise opening. Furious 7 was number one at
Family.
$1. For those who remember, Furious 7, Doc Paul Walker died in the middle of, and everyone wanted to see how it was made, so that's why it did much. Fate and the Furious, or
Family.
Fast and Furious 8 did 100. Fate and the Furious 6 did 97. Fast 5 and Fast 6 are my favorite. Fast 5 did 86, and then 70, 60 Hobbs and Shaw, and then from there, Too Fast, Too Furious did 50 million. The original Fast and the Furious did $40 million, but it came out in kind of can't really compare. I guess you kind of can, but just the evolution.
Where's
of
Tokyo Drift?
How
Yeah.
$22 million.
Aw.
Oh, okay, so it's
That's
a
clearly the best one
Yeah,
just because of the
it's-
song.
It's
Yeah.
Spider-Verse, but just it's the Spider-Verse of the of the Fast and Furious titles. The best one is the shittiest one in the box office.
No. The Lion King was number 2 at 38 million.
Oh,
the Lion
good.
King has
Says
passed
Let me just,
well
you
over
know-
$1 billion.
Let me just give me the fucking Lion King, and I can make it even more of a fucking like soulless movie.
Disney had 6 movies that reached $1 billion this year.
No one fucking
Oh,
cares.
dude.
They have all the
I
goddamn.
love how
money
they
in the
call
world.
The Lion King a live-action movie, though.
It's not
when
fucking
it's-
live action. You
It's clearly
goddamn.
all CGI, which is still
idiot.
animation.
I'm gonna sue them for false
Because
advertising.
it's 'cause
Holy
it
shit! I
looks
can
real.
do that. Cause it's not live action. There you go.
Continuing with the movie news,
Gonna be billionaire.
Jim Carrey is the first actor in Sonic the Hedgehog to actually talk about the CGI movie controversy.
Okay, what did he say?
So he discussed that fans loving these characters for children. I don't know how I quite feel about the audience being in on the creative side of this. We'll see what it entails, because sometimes you find the collective conscious decides it wants something, and then when it gets it, they don't care, or they wanted it how it originally was.
Well, here's the thing. Jim Carrey doesn't know what this is because people aren't passionate enough about Jim Carrey movies to care about this stuff.
Are you kidding me, dude? I have a shrine to the mask in my closet.
No, dude. Like, now if it was Adam Sandler, that's different.
Ownership for everything in this movie is going out the window for this, unfortunately. So basically, he's shitting on it, saying
He can go fuck himself.
shouldn't have been complaining, because he feels that once they get the re-rendering, they're still not going to like it. He feels that that basically the fans more or less ruined this because it's supposed to come out already. It was supposed to come out last month, and now it's not coming out until May of next year. So they have yet to announce when they are going to release the redesign and show the world.
I figured they were going to show it at, like, Comic-Con.
Yeah, no, it is. I would assume it has to be coming here soon.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Because that was their thing, like, we loved our fans so much, we're giving you a special prize.
Yeah,
on
maybe
Valentine's
instead
Day,
of
whatever.
Jim Carrey shitting all over the people that's going to, pay him, basically, that's going to put food on his fucking mansion table, maybe he should be like, wow, these people are passionate. Maybe I should give 2 shits about it. Instead of, fuck it, this movie's terrible anyway, who cares?
Well, I feel like for the actors in the movie, none of them probably care as much about Sonic as the community cares about Sonic.
No.
They're more
And
so
even the
doing
community
it for a
doesn't care
paycheck.
about Sonic much anymore.
Well, I will say for the actors, though, they don't get paid till the movie release. I'm pretty sure how that, because they get a portion of the proceeds. They get a portion of what the movie does.
They get paid, I do believe, up front, and then they get royalties if it's in the contract.
So some of them are probably losing money at this point. Well, not losing money because they're all rich, but they don't have money that they already anticipated getting or whatever. And I get that side of it, but
Oh man, Jim Carrey isn't gonna buy his 3rd Maserati. Ooh,
I know.
he's not gonna be able to afford it.
EA announced that they are in development for multiple Generation 5 console games.
All right.
In light of the PS5 and the Project Scarlet. Obviously, the EA, Madden, your games along those lines is what they're
Your
referring
Battlefield.
to. Battlefield, things along those lines. Yep.
It's completely muted.
Yeah.
Oh, ripper.
I thought you were mad at us, actually.
Yeah. I thought he was mad at me shit-talking Jim Carrey. That's still a big fat nuttin'.
He's very passionate.
Yeah,
Carrey.
yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I've known this guy long enough to know how passionate he is about Jim Carrey. Jimothy Carrey. Nah, fam, you got nothing. You got nothing, dog. Nope. Still nothing. See, I told him. I told him, like, before we started, he's like, oh man, you're not gonna use your really nice setup that your wife got you. And this is what's happening. Still nothing, Walker. I mean, you haven't talked yet, so. Nope.
Maybe he's just fooling you.
Yeah, maybe he's just pulling the biggest jape of the century right here. It's just fucking ruse. He'd be like, yo, I was just miming it the whole time.
The thing is, he can't hear us, so he doesn't honestly know. He thinks we can hear him still.
Is that the case? Can you?
Yeah, he's still talking about the same thing. Right,
Yeah.
Walker?
Yeah, he's probably talking about the exact same thing.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Still nothing, bro.
All right. Well, it looks like Walker's out.
No. He's down, but he's not out.
Well, he left the call.
Oh boy.
It's my show now. Damn it. We're gonna spend the next
So
fucking
now we're gonna
hour and a half shitting on Jim Carrey
and talking about conspiracy theories.
and talking about
Yeah.
Silent Hill lore, like that last time.
We had a what was it? Self-induced aurora borealis.
Yeah, self-induced aurora borealis. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So.
What the hell is self-induced aurora borealis?
That's the name of a hell of a show.
Yeah, it was a hell of a show. That was the James and Jeff show part 2.
Yeah.
Aurora borealis.
I don't have any news on movies other than nothing.
The only news I have is that Stuber is the best movie of all time, says
Yeah,
James
fuck off.
Scalzetti.
Yep, says me.
What's
You
the name
can-
of the movie?
So basically, it's called
Stuber.
Stuber. It's got
No,
Dave
hold on.
Bautista.
Wait. Joseph.
Yeah,
Jeff.
what's up?
Jeff. From the name Stuber, what do you think the movie's about? Just take a wild fucking shot in the dark. First thing that comes to mind, Stuber.
Peter, that's why they call it Schubert.
What if we said it's
Damn,
what if we said it's about an Uber driver named Stu?
Stuber. I like it. I can see that. Where's
Looks
it
like
go?
it's going to be the best goddamn movie of
2019.
2038.
Uh-oh. We lost
That's-
you too, James.
Oh, did you lose me?
James.
I can hear you.
Oh.
Shh. Shh.
I mean,
Oh.
James, I can't hear. It's
Hey, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's really funny is even if you guys like couldn't hear me or something like that, like
You can
you
keep
wouldn't be
going.
able to tell that I'm not speaking because I got the pop filter over my mouth. You can't tell that I'm not speaking.
Right.
Oh
Forgot.
God, Walker. So that Walker.
back, dude.
Oh hey
Audio.
Walker. That Walker
Hi,
guy's a
Walker.
fucker.
Can you hear me?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no.
I'm being nice.
I heard
I'm a
everything you
nice
guys
one.
said. I could hear you the whole time. I just couldn't talk. I don't know why.
Well, yeah,
I
we
didn't
could
even
tell
move.
by you smiling.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. No idea. What was the last thing you guys even heard me say?
I don't.
Madden.
Madden, yeah, Madden. I said Battlefield.
Oh yeah, EA.
Making their shit.
Doing whatever. Yeah. Hey, let me blast through this since I know where. Since that fucking took up a shit ton of time. And now, maybe it doesn't want to work. I don't know.
Nope.
Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
You're just
Well,
gonna be paranoid the rest of the podcast.
Well, no, it's fucking Microsoft Edge is what's destroyed my computer. That's what I'm using. Like none of the web pages are loading that I have. So that's. Anywho, Apex Legends. They have announced a season 3. They haven't really put too much effort into making it like an esports Fallout. Jesus Christ, Fortnite. But due to the wildly successful Fortnite World Cup, they have said that the first thing they're doing with Season 3 is they are doing a $500,000 ranked tournament.
All right, Walker, we got this.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, let's get it, James. Let's make it happen.
We got a dub. We can do it.
Yeah.
I've won one time.
Yeah.
Roblox surpasses Minecraft with 100 million monthly players.
That's sad.
It's crazy.
So, yeah. Minecraft only has 91 million active monthly players, while Roblox has over 100 million. I played Roblox. It's fun. It's weird. The concept of it's different.
Of course you would have played Roblox. Well, no, here's the thing, though. Roblox
Well,
is monthly subscription.
I have no idea.
Right?
My son plays it.
Oh.
I don't think so.
I think there's
don't
like...
think
No, it has a bunch of microtransactions.
Yeah, you can buy
and
Robux.
stuff. Yeah, we haven't bought anything with it, but yeah, it's on his iPad, and I played it with him, my son. It's fun. It does remind me a lot of Minecraft. You just can't, building.
Isn't the? I thought Roblox.
Yeah, I thought you
too.
could. I thought like you could make your own games.
I thought
and
they were
stuff.
essentially the same games.
You can't. Well, you can do pre-made levels. Like you can load yourself into a level that, like someone built like an obstacle course, and you just gotta jump around from like block to block, trying to beat the obstacle course. Haven't played the other version yet. But you can build. We just never do it. Kind of going off what we talked about earlier, going with Ninja. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. For those who remember, Tfue, or also known as Fates Tfue or not Tfue, depending on who you want.
I mean, he has a real name too.
Yeah, Turner. He sued FaZe Clan, which is a streaming company, like a clan essentially. Anytime you see anybody with the word FaZe in front of their name, they're part of the group.
Maybe.
Maybe a lot of people probably just use it just to make him seem cool.
We played against a FaZe Clan bro once in Call of Duty, and we wrecked him.
No, we destroyed him. But essentially, he sued FaZe Clan because, basically, in an immoral contract where, essentially, he wasn't promised, wasn't given money the way he should have been given. They legally made him sign a contract when he was underage, things along those lines. When he was 16 years old.
Yeah, that's a big no-no.
You can't do that. So that's a whole controversy going on. But now FaZe has returned the favor and has sued Turner or Tfue. So basically, they're just being petty at this point. They sued him as Tfue at the time has the right to take up to 80% of their streamers' earnings. In the contract, they said that we can take 80%, you will get 20, which is a crazy, unfair deal. But they never took that from Tfue. And now they're suing him for that amount of money over the contract because they never received their 80% cut. So essentially they're coming back at him saying, hey, we never took our 80%. We're suing you now for our 80% cut. You want to sue us, try to break your contract, everything else, we're going to sue you for our money. I highly doubt anything will ever come of it, but...
I don't think this is going to go to the Supreme Court.
No.
The Supreme Court?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that would be great. I would watch C-SPAN for that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I would just love to see a bunch of, old dudes just sitting around at a table just being like, what the fuck
It's
is
gonna
any
be
of
on
this?
pay-per-view, and they're gonna take 80% of that 50.
Yep. 1v1 battle. It's gonna be a Fortnite
Yo,
build-off.
1v1 me in the courtroom right now, dog.
It's gonna be a build-off. Whoever wins gets all the money.
They're gonna crank out these 90s.
The last piece I have, over the last week, they did gameplay for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. They beta tested the crossplay. They are also releasing a new beta test for the crossplay September 19th and 20th across all platforms, just to make sure that it works. This is the first Call of Duty game that is doing this, which is huge. There is a new multiplayer mode. It's called 2v2. So basically, you and your bro go against two other people in a 6-round battle. Each round is 40 seconds. If you fail to eliminate the other team in 40 seconds, a flag will populate in the map, and the first person to the flag and captures it wins that round. So essentially, you want to make sure you and your friend are the best duo in the world. This is what you play.
Let's get it, Walker.
Make it happen.
Let's get it.
They have another multiplayer mode. It'll be 100-person mode. Where'd it go?
Is it a battle royale?
No, it is a Spec Ops mode.
Oh god. So isn't that basically battle royale?
Yeah, in a sense. It'll be 100-person. There will be multiple night maps. With ability to use night vision, which is kind of cool. Doors, you now can break down doors and make them explode.
Nice.
What
Yeah.
a gameplay changer.
I know, right?
You no longer
Yeah.
have to open those pesky doors.
I know.
Blow them up. Spec Ops. Let's see what we got here. If you remember Spec Ops from Modern Warfare 2 or 3, it's like a survival mode almost.
Yeah, I
It's
used
kinda
to
like a-
love Spec
Yeah,
Ops.
that was a good mode.
So yeah, that's the new big mode in Call of Duty. And
But
it
what
will
about the
feature-
battle royale?
I didn't say anything. It didn't say anything about a battle royal. Everything else they talked about, that was the only thing that did not come up. And I'm pretty sure they released all the details on the game. So yeah, that was the only thing. Kill streaks are returning. In lieu of zombies, they are putting Spec Ops, doors, night maps. Radar doesn't work the same way. Sound design is the key element of Modern Warfare. You'll need to pay close attention to it to know where your enemies are. You will no longer have a map by default.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not playing it.
Huge player counts. The first aspect of Modern Warfare's multiplayer we saw was 2v2 mode, but in the game also is going a different direction and will support matches consisting of a 100-player multiplayer mode. That's not a battle royal.
Huh.
Let's see if I can get more details on it. From what I just read, it's just a regular 100-player mode.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is it a team of like 50v50? Like TDM, 100 people, 50v50? Or 4 teams of 25?
It says
10 teams of...
among the Modern Warfare's multiplayer modes is called Ground War, a team battle mode with that sports some bigger player counts. Can support more than 100 players.
That's probably the second largest then out of any of the third largest out of any
Infinity
game.
Ward invites journalists to get hands-on, where we get a chance to try Ground War. The scale is a bit smaller, though, topping out at 20 players. Oh, it doesn't actually tell you. Let's see. Let's go down here. When we played Ground War, we were faced with an intense, busy take on Modern Warfare's multiplayer. The winning team was the one that was able to coordinate its troops and, most importantly, take hold of key areas around the map with well-placed soldiers in place and in high places, on the ground and in high places. With so many player kill streaks going off, it's almost consistent, like UAVs, attack helicopters, drones in the sky. With 100 players or more, though, one is wondering just how big the map will be to accommodate all this chaos.
Have to be pretty big because like the Battlefield maps for like
yeah, so it's
their maps are pretty big for their 64-man.
it's basically Battlefield, but Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's like their conquest mode.
They didn't give much details on it, but it says it can support over 100 people.
Man, can we just get fucking like a Mag 2 for Christ's sake? where we have like 256 players total in a game.
That'd be
That
wild.
was the best. That was fantastic. I missed Mag.
I'm excited for the 2v2 mode because I
Mhm.
play a lot of Wingman in CS, which is 2v2, and it's on one bomb site instead of like two. So that's real cool because half the time I can only find one other person to play Call of Duty with me. So, so having a two-person mode is perfect.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see what happens. So we'll keep an eye on that as more develops here.
Mm-hmm.
But that is all I got.
All right, let's take a look at the releases, shall we?
Releases.
I know what's fucking coming out Tuesday. It's almost time to party. We got Metal Wolf Chaos coming out on the 6th. Metal Wolf Chaos XD. I pre-ordered it. I pre-bought it on PlayStation. I got the sick theme already. It's great.
Sick beats.
It's fun. Can't wait. Yeah, that comes out Tuesday. So tomorrow here. Then Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition comes out on the Switch. DC Universe Online comes out on the Switch. Those are on the 6th. The Forbidden Arts comes out for the Switch and PC on the 7th. Fatal 12 comes out on the PS4 on the 8th. Pick the Cat comes out on the Switch on the 8th. Pillars of Eternity comes out on the Switch on the 8th. Oh shit! Turok 2 comes out on the 9th on the Switch. What is the 9th? Okay, so we're still good. Yeah, that's really it.
Titties. Well, I think that is a show.
That is a show.
Right now, it's a pretty good show.
Mhm.
It was a phenomenal show. And really, with that, we're gonna wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going on about 2.5-ish hours, if not longer. 3 hours,
About
actually.
3 hours.
3 hours. It's a good podcast.
Yeah.
Um,
So guys, what's coming up? What's coming out?
I'll start. So for myself, just finishing this paperwork, hopefully to get it all filled out and shipped and drove in there probably Tuesday. I don't know when the court works, but and with that, playing more Apex, getting better at the game, getting our second dub with my my main man James over there, and whoever else wants to play. PS4 is what we play on. So that's kind of pretty much all of what I got. What about you guys? Doesn't matter who goes.
Joseph, go.
Well, I took 2 exams right before this podcast.
Nice.
So I'm going to take like 5 hours off and then do some more
You're
homework.
probably
Nice.
exhausted.
Yeah, carrying some more friends through their CSGO ranks since I'm usually 30 kills above anyone, which is insane in Counter-Strike. And sucking at Fortnite because my one friend in Colorado, that's the only game they play. So in order to keep in touch with them, I play it. I'm personally not the biggest fan of the game and I suck at it, but you know what? Every once in a while I can play it for a round.
I'm with you there. I'll just randomly pick it up to start doing just the missions. It's the only reason why I'll pick it up is just to do the missions. I don't know why.
Right? They added like a new mission set too where you do the weekly mission and then you prestige them and do the 7 again. So like I'm already almost all the way through the second set of prestige and I just got the battle pass like a day ago.
And I can't believe we forgot this. Season 10 of the Fortnite released. If you watch that Monster versus Mech, do you remember when he pulled out that ball from the ground and he punched that giant monster? That ball exploded. I don't know what happens past that because I haven't seen it. I haven't been on. But I just know that ball exploded.
Oh man, I
don't know
can't
if you
believe we almost forgot about Fortnite.
You did, man.
Dude,
That's
all I'm
big.
telling you is Dusty Depot's back. The 3 buildings are there.
Nice. Going back to its roots.
But are the tilted tower is the tower still tilted? That's my question.
They're still neo tilted.
Yeah.
But is it
Make-
tilted still? Like is
No.
the tower is not tilted?
No, it's not. tilted at all.
Motherfuckers!
You can make it tilted.
The
You
towers
just have
are
to
not
do some
tilted.
work yourself.
That's the only good thing about that game. That's the only thing I know about that game is the tilted towers.
They have mechs now.
They do. They have giant mech machines.
Are the mechs
Yeah.
tilted?
No, but you can emote in them, so you can do your random dances in the mechs, and they play really loud music, and they definitely give away where you're at.
Can't your opponent jump in the mech with you?
Yeah, if you don't have
That's what I
like
thought.
if you don't have like a gunner and you're just the driver, they can just hop in.
That's what I thought. I seen a video where somebody was in a mech. They jump over a cliff. They jump out, and the other opponent that was in the mech died because they hit the ground.
Yeah, I've seen people take them to the edge of the map and jump
Yeah.
off, and
Yeah. that's a move right there. So funny. What about you, James? What do you got coming up?
Well, it's another week, so that means more Final Fantasy VII and Yakuza coming out. Those are going to be on youtube.com/People8Studios. I'm also going to be getting back into the streaming, so I am going to be working on, well, Metal Wolf Chaos 1. That's going to be coming out. That's going to be my top priority. But also going to be working on streaming the saga that is the Yakuza 100%ing. Platinum being every Yakuza game. And then, yeah, I don't know. Joseph, since I know you're in town now, we can record stuff. If you're down,
we can go to round one.
we can go to round
and
one.
we can build our own axe throwing pit.
We could. We
Yes.
could do a lot of things.
Make it happen.
We can record,
Make it
like,
happen.
all that stuff.
We
Let's-
can live stream axe throwing pits.
We could. Let's do it. I'm down to clown. Schroeder, what are you doing?
Schroeder, what are you doing?
Something I do every week, man. Watching dudes, fucking Final Fantasy VII videos, and some anime, and...
Are you watching my Final Fantasy VII videos?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
You're like the
usually
only
give me
person
a-
that watch them.
I fapped.
I fab to him. It's the voice. It's just.
It's the voice. It's my
You
soothing
ever
voice.
see that? I think the movie's called Barely Naked, maybe? Howard Stern's movie?
Sure.
I like it.
Never mind. You guys have to see it. If you've seen it, you would know what I'm talking about. There's a scene where a lady sits on a speaker and Howard Stern just goes, "Oh,"
I know,
on the
yeah.
speaker. And
Yeah, I know.
on the
exactly
air.
what. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Interesting.
That's what I do with James' sweet baritone voice.
Nope, I know exactly what you're referring to.
But other than that, I got a lot of things up my sleeve for the week, anyways. Aside from that, I'm pretty close to getting the schedule finally ironed out. Actually, I'm sort of just waiting on finding out what my girl's. She's in school to be a teacher.
Nice.
So we're waiting to see what her class schedule is looking like. Once we know what her class schedule looks like, I'll be able to make a more definitive streaming schedule. And then, other than that, I'm gonna try to talk to her and our buddy Justin about how to start building their own channels and try to get like a collaboration thing going on. So that'd be kind of cool.
I like that. That's awesome.
Because they already know quite a bit. Like my one dude's super good at social media, and so is Chi, and she's got a pretty good foundation, and she does art stuff. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be awesome. I bet.
Good shit.
Oh yeah.
Good shit. Well, once again, thank you everyone for hanging out. Make sure the audio only version will be up sometime tomorrow. levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com or anywhere podcasts are available. Make sure you email us, levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com, as well as you follow us on the Twitter at what, James?
LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
That's exactly what it is. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, Level Unlock Nation, Lockpickers, Lockpick Nation, the Lockers, whatever you want to call yourselves. It has been a good one, and we will see you back here next week, 10 p.m., 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you, everyone. Much love, much appreciated. y'all have yourself a good night.
Thanks for your times, guys.
Deucers.
Deuces.
See ya.